Celtics down by 17. Joel Embiid puts that body on Shireman, spins, kick to the corner, Edgecombe, three. Good night. Margin is 20 again with 5 minutes to go. That's all coming up and more as we count it down to the NBA record. 9th Game 7 between the Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers. We share the history once again with you, bottom of the hour on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Bring on the fun and bring home a new Honda with a great deal on your favorite Honda vehicles. And finally take that road trip you've been dreaming of. Now's the time to check out the Honda Civic and HR-V from Honda, the 2025 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand.
Based on 2025 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Every part of your life deserves protection, from your car to your home to your family. At Amica Insurance, they're committed to helping you safeguard what matters most. For more than a century, Amica has provided personalized coverage and world-class service you can count on. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or life insurance, they'll help you find the right fit for your unique needs. Visit Amica.com to get a quote today, because peace of mind starts with protection.
Clinton Savings Bank started in 1851. 175 years later, we're still excited about starting, helping you start with savings, a home, a business, or any other goal. Visit ClintonSavings.com, 175 years and just getting started. Member FDIC, member DIF, NMLS number 422081.
Hi, it's Jason Todd from Blue Sky Restoration. All basketball season, Blue Sky is restoring historic garden moments on the parquet. Tune into tonight's game on the Celtics Radio Network to hear this date in history, restored by Blue Sky. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. Restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
I probably saw when I went to the back, saw me on the bike. My leg just was a little stiff when I came out third quarter, but, just kind of assessing the moment. Like, game was a little out of reach. We took the starters out and, let the bench guys go in.
That was Jason Tatum after Game 6. Yesterday, the Celtics issued a clean injury report indicating that Jason Tatum was 100% healthy and ready to go. About 5 hours ago, the Celtics issued an updated injury report listing Jason Tatum as questionable. About 45 minutes ago, Jason Tatum was ruled out of the 7th and deciding game here tonight at TD Garden. Welcome back to Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. And that, as we like to say in the broadcast business, is not all. Because this gap year season is going to have its conclusion or its Picasso tonight, because Joe Mazulla isn't making subtle changes to the starting lineup. Baylor Shireman, Ron Harper, and Luka Garza will all start with Derek White and Jaylen Brown tonight.
Ooh, man, I tell you what you do if you mix things up, and I don't mind that at all. And I talked to, Luka before, is just the fact that he has to be extremely physical and use those fouls. And the thing I was thinking about was just standing in front of that freight train. And when he runs into you, trying to knock you over, this is going to be one of those things where, this could be a Picasso.
And we said this at the start of Game 6.
How was that for the Bruins?
Come on now. What you want to see here, if you're a Celtic fan, is Joel Embiid with his hands on his shorts, bent over, while the ball is not coming in bounds because he's tired. And what Vucevic and Keita's inability to stay on the floor has meant is that no one, as you like to say, putting the wood, right, old school, making Joel Embiid feel like he's been in a basketball game. I spent today watching Game 7 of the 1981 series, and that there was such an intensity and a physicality to it back then that you get tired just watching it. And that is the one thing. The Celtics put Joel Embiid in a lot of defensive actions in the win in Game 4, but they haven't physically punished him or made him pay a price for standing in the paint, and Luka Garza is your best chance to do that.
Absolutely. I think the physicality has to be there, starting from the beginning, and maybe taking a charge or getting up into the bodies. So, going to be a lot of questions today, but, here's the thing. So you say they got a chance.
And that's just it. And now the narrative obviously has shifted. It was a game that I thought in so many ways was going to define fair or unfair this season for the Celtics and the guy who, before we get to any player of the game stuff, to me, this is Jaylen Brown's night. And it was going to be, even if Tatum had played, to me, this was going to be Jaylen Brown's night. And it's not about having a 50-piece like he had against Kawhi Leonard in L.A. What I go back to is Game 5 against the New York Knicks here last year, when Jaylen Brown was the best player on the floor, and it not only saved the Celtics season for 48 hours last year, it was the keynote and set the tone for what this year turned out to be. But Jaylen Brown's MVP year and this extraordinary gap year season is going to be remembered quite differently if the Celtics lose tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at a lot of things that are going to be done. Joe Mazulla mixing the lineup up, I think is good. There's some question marks that are going to be there, and guys shooting the basketball, but I'm going to enjoy watching this, how it unfolds. And Derek White is another guy who has to get off the snide.
And maybe, just maybe, we'll be talking about Derek White seeing the ball go down in Game 6. A lot of bad things happened for the Celtics, but Derek White had 5 open looks at threes, and he knocked down 3 of them. Before we get to the player, let's focus a little bit more on Game 7 tonight.
Money on that.
On the Kentucky Derby tonight. Offensive rebounding has been the secret sauce and/or the mother's milk for the Celtics, the gap year Celtics, recording the 5th best offensive season in NBA history. Something like many, many, many things that seemed impossible when these teams met on opening night here in this building, and nobody, and I mean nobody, picked the Celtics ahead of the Sixers 6 months ago opening night, yet people are all relative about house money. The one thing that Nick Nurse and the Sixers cut off from the Celtics in the last 2 games, in the second half of Game 4, 5, and Game 6, was the offensive rebounding. You're adding 2 guys in the starting lineup here, Garza and Shireman, and that's been their specialty all year.
Yeah, those guys will hit the glass. They'll do a tremendous job of making it tough on the inside. And the thing that Garza always said, he doesn't care if you get the rebound. He feels like you have to secure it and pass it to the next person before he gives up on it.
All right, Max's play to bank on for Game 7 is brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank on the road to Banner 19. He's hitting some bumps here tonight. This year, our friends at CSB are celebrating a banner year of their own, 175 years, and just getting started. Visit ClintonSavings.com, member FDIC, DIF.
Well, you know, it's hard to get away from that guy right now, but it has to be Jaylen Brown. He has to be the bellwether. And not only on the offensive end, but more so on the defensive end, where Paul George has really just been more dominant at that position.
Paul George did not participate in the Sixers shoot-around before Game 7 under the weather. Is that going to be a factor tonight, because he has outplayed Jaylen Brown through the first 6 games of this series? Max's keys to Game 7, brought to you by your local New England Honda dealers. Adventure more, worry less with the versatile 2025 Honda Accord. Learn more at newengland.hondadealers.com.
Use your fouls in a wise way. If you Luka Garza, whoever it is, and that's why you got 3 bigs. At the end of the game, none of them should have any more fouls. They should use all those fouls to slow Embiid down.
Still to come on the Game 7 edition of Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. Our Game 7 conversation with Joe Mazulla about feeling pressure, about feeling stress. He's been in this situation before, what he expects of his team and the decision-making process in holding Jason Tatum out of Game 7. All of that is coming up here on Celtics Tonight. We're going to take our trip around the NBA because last night was off the chart with 2 crazy games in the Eastern Conference. But coming up next, Mark Dondero has Sports Hub headlines. Bruins season ended here last night. Red Sox playing over at Fenway today, and obviously the Kentucky Derby going on. But the eyes of the sports world are going to be right back here at TD Garden for the 9th Game 7 between the Celtics and the Sixers. All of it coming your way on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey everyone, this is Rob Perez from Give and Go. Hear analysis from basketball experts all day long on NBA radio, like Celtics legend Robert Parrish, who recently joined the show.
Whether Jason's teammates admit it or not, that's Jason Tatum's team. With all due respect to what Brown is doing and what he have done, the best player on that team is Jason Tatum. It is his team, period.
Hear more from Robert Parrish throughout the postseason on NBA Radio Channel 86 and the Sirius XM app.
Sirius XM's Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7 takes you backstage and behind the scenes with the superstars of WWE.
Road Dogg, anything new going on in your life?
I believe that human relationships are more important than my friggin' bank account.
Would Danhausen like to have more in-ring competition?
Yeah, I'll wrestle as much as they want me to. That would be good. Trish Stratus.
When I took that steel chair shot to the head, that's when I knew I made it.
Sirius XM's home for wrestling conversation is Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7. Channel 156 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
Got kicked out of the house again, Johnny?
We lost an OT, and I threw the remote through the TV.
There goes your bundle and our playoffs at home.
You've got Sirius XM, right? All the games, hometown announcers, right on the app.
You are useful. Turn it on.
Get every game of the NHL and NBA playoffs on Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app. Every game, every team, and your hometown announcers, all in one place.
But if you throw anything at my radio, you're walking.
Again, I respect the game. Game is game.
Every Monday, catch the Kenny Beecham Hour on Sirius XM NBA Radio.
Obvious double charge. Hell, he should have got credited for 2,000 this one because both of them dudes were set.
Quick hits, deep dives, and everything in between.
It was the funniest game I've watched in my entire life.
Hear the Kenny Beecham Hour every Monday at noon Eastern. Only on NBA Radio Channel 86 and the Sirius XM app.
Hey, Celtics fans, this is Scal. Listen to Frank Isola and me every weekday morning from 7 to 10 Eastern on The Starting Lineup, only on NBA Radio Channel 86.
Sports Hub headlines, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
The Red Sox made a run at a comeback this afternoon against the Astros over at Fenway Park, but ultimately could not complete it. And they lost to Houston by the count of 6-3. Connerly Early was gassed for 5 earned runs in 4 innings. They'll play the series finale Sunday, 1:35, back at Fenway, and it'll be Eduardo Suarez on the mound for Boston. Charlie McAvoy has been offered an in-person hearing with the NHL Department of Player Safety for slashing Zach Benson on Friday night as the Bees season came to an end in that Game 6, meaning the Bruins defenseman could be suspended for 6 or more games to start next season. The date of the hearing has yet to be determined as of Saturday. It was Golden Tempo who won the 152nd Kentucky Derby at Churchill Downs at 33-1. And finally, U.S. Ryder Cup captain Jim Furyk announced that Stuart Sink and Justin Leonard will be the vice captains for his team for the 2027 competition at Adair Manor in Ireland. Grandy and Max will go. I'm Mark Dundero for 98.5 The Sports Hub. Grady and Max will go around the NBA next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics radio network.
The C's are in the playoffs. Whether you're heading to the Garden or staying closer to home, make a pit stop at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Get a fast 15-minute stay-in-your-car oil change, no appointment needed. Special offer at NewEnglandOilChange.com. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Championship-level care for you and your car.
Grilling season is here, and boneless chicken is on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Yes, get Purdue boneless chicken breast, thin sliced or tenders for just $2.99 a pound when you use the digital coupon. Limit 2. Use the Shaw's app for coupon deals like this, rewards points, and delicious recipes in Shaw's Meals Hub, like chicken and jalapeno enchiladas. Order online and get free curbside pickup, or choose delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, proud to be local since 1860.
All roads start with golf. The daily commute, road trips, reunions, even tip-off at TD Garden. For 125 years, golf has been fueling every journey. Golf is proud to be the official fuel partner of the Boston Celtics. Download the Golf Pay app to score savings like 5 cents off per gallon every day, along with a fast and convenient way to pay at the pump. Golf is here for every journey. See app for details.
Hey, it's Sean Flaherty, managing partner at Catches Law Group. If you've spent years working in construction, the wear and tear on your body can add up. And what many people don't realize is that those conditions may actually entitle you to compensation. At Catches Law, we've won more for construction workers than any other law firm in New England. We understand the work, we understand the injuries, and we know how to win. If your job is taking a toll on your body, it's time to find out your options. Visit catcheslaw.com for a free consultation today. There's no fee unless you win.
Timeout by the Magic.
No, they won't.
No, this is the game.
Time runs out, and it's over. This one's over, and the Piston fans in here standing and applauding The Magic fans have to be stunned. The Pistons were down 24 early in the second half.
George Baja sitting in for Mark Champion on Pistons Radio last night. People use the term collapse all the time. It's almost offensive, but you can't call that anything but for the Orlando Magic last night, who got outscored 34-4. Starting early in the third quarter, they blow a 24-point lead with a chance to close out the Pistons. Max, Orlando last night, up 3-2, scored 19 points in the second half, missing 33 of 37 shots.
Well, you just wouldn't think that, the way the Magic play, but Van Carroll is a big part. If he didn't play in the game, there's certain things that really you look at that are different about that team.
One of the Game 7 failures they unfairly, and I mean unfairly, put on Joel Embiid was the unforgettable Game 7 in Toronto in 2019 when Kawhi Leonard had that shot on the left side of the floor and it hit the rim a couple of times. It bounced in. You live long enough, you see everything. You really live long enough, you see everything twice.
Scotty on the drive into the lane, kick to Barrett. Deep three, no good. Yes, it is! Yes, it is! With 1.2 to go, Barrett's shot hit. It went straight up in the air. The ghost of Kawhi Leonard. And it came down through the 10.
Paul Jones referencing the Kawhi shot. That was the first thing I thought of. Same rim, same ends of the floor. It was like the Halliburton shot last year for the Indiana Pacers at Madison Square Garden. And Celtics history, speaking of Game 7s, the Don Nelson shot. Off the back iron, it went over the shot clock. That's how high it went up in the air. A three-pointer that beats the Cavs and sends that series, like Detroit and Orlando, to a 7th and deciding game tomorrow.
Well, it's just kind of crazy. You'd think that Cleveland had that thing all but one. That ball bounces. If it, just ticks or it doesn't go in, would have been acceptable. But, Toronto wanted to win that game, so they did what they needed to do.
On a night that we remember, the night Toronto had that heartbreaking defeat that they handed to Joel Embiid and Joel Embiid's teammate that day in Game 7, J.J. Redick. J.J. Redick's Lakers go into Houston, beat the Rockets 98-78. They close out that series 4-2. The Western Conference is set. Quick thought, Max. Minnesota at San Antonio, Lakers at OKC.
The two are going to be meeting. Be San Antonio and OKC.
The East, very much up in the air, and nothing more up in the air than this Game 7 here tonight, as the Celtics will start Baylor Shireman, Luka Garza, and Ron Harper, with Jaylen Brown and Derek White without Jason Tatum here in Game 7. We'll talk about it with the head coach next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio.
Every afternoon, tune into a brand new show diving into the decisions shaping the NBA.
I've been the guy who's like, man, if you can go for a championship, you got to do it.
Deals and Dunks, where basketball and business collide.
There is chatter out there, most of it emanating from rival front offices at this point.
Hear Deals and Dunks weekdays from 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern, only on SiriusXM NBA Radio, Channel 86, and the SiriusXM app.
SiriusXM puts you in the front row with the Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks.
The Seahawks win Super Bowl 60. They are bringing the Lombardi back to the Northwest.
Head coach Mike McDonald joins actor and Seahawks fan Joel McHale for an exclusive conversation.
The messaging isn't like defending anything or running anything back. We want to run it forward.
The SiriusXM front row with the Seattle Seahawks. Available right now on the SiriusXM app.
Hey, it's Mike Dern.
It is I, Trey Cool.
I'm Billy Joe from Green Day, and we built an entire channel for you.
Don't want to be an American idiot.
Idiot Nation. Punk rock from our point of view. Part history, part discovery, part live. And a whole lot of us. Our channel, Idiot Nation, just arrived.
Channel 314 on most radios and wherever you stream with the SiriusXM app. Included with most subscriptions.
The first place to talk hoops every weekday morning is the Starting Lineup with Frank Isola and Brian Scalabrine.
Overrated? Do you watch the guy play? He's unstoppable.
They're breaking down all the latest from the association.
I think he's a baller, and I think people would give up assets to get a guy like that.
Along with some laughs.
Kevin Durant, you need to get married and be miserable like the rest of us. Reprimanding the fans for booing. It's like, come on, man.
The Starting Lineup, weekday mornings from 7 to 10 Eastern. Only on SiriusXM NBA Radio, Channel 86, and the SiriusXM app.
Hey, Celtic fans, it's Justin Turbine from NBA Today. Hear Eddie Johnson and me weekdays from 4 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time on SiriusXM NBA Radio, Channel 86.
Our conversation with the coach is brought to you by Shaw's and Star Market. They make shopping, saving, and meal planning easier than ever. Download the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app or the Star Market Deals and Delivery app today. Here's Grandy with the coach.
All right, Mark, thank you. Well, here we are. Joe, when you win, the illusion is that everything was perfect, and when you lose, the illusion is that everything needs to change. It was clear a lot of the things that you've done so well all year, offensive rebounding, not turning it over, shot margin stuff, wasn't happening in Game 6. How much of that, when you look back on it, was them? How much of it was you?
I mean, I think it's always a little bit of both. I mean, I think when two teams are going after something, there's going to be a push and pull, a battle of wills. And so I think it was a little bit of us. There was definitely opportunities that we could crash more. There was opportunities for us to take care of the ball more, and I thought they've made a conscious effort throughout the series of inching out. And it's in the beginning of the series they were helping a lot more, and then it's easier to offensive rebound when teams help because you're off the body. They made a little bit of an adjustment by not helping as much, and so they're closer to our crashes. So now it's easier for them to try and box out. So we have to make the advantage, and we have to be faster, tougher to be able to do it.
You've coached in 2 of these. You've been on the bench for 2 more. If a game is just a game, regular season or playoffs, is Game 7 just another playoff game, or do these have a different feel?
I mean, I'm sure at the end of the day you can't run from the fact that it has a different feel, but I think in situations like this you want to eliminate unpredictability, emotion, and things that you can't control, and you have to go to the details. I mean, we have to offensive rebound tonight. We cannot turn the ball over. We have to defend without fouling. We have to make plays. It is going to feel a little bit different, but at the end of the day, it comes down to one game, and we got to put ourselves in position to win it.
Do you feel it around you and your interactions with people today, media just driving in here, that there's a different sense around it? I
mean, I think you can't run from the fact that it is the last game of a series and an opportunity to either extend your season or have it be over, but it doesn't change your process or your preparation. I think you have to go in with both the same preparation, the same process.
You have played thousands of minutes this year without Jason, so I don't imagine that specter, even if it was a last-minute thing, I don't imagine that specter affects you that much, or more importantly, the guys in that room.
Yeah, I mean, I think the regular season is all about developing different identities. I think it's the one thing that I've kind of learned in the first couple of years is you don't want to be stuck to playing a certain type of way the entire year, because the playoffs may force you to play different. So we were forced into a new identity because of his injury and absence, and when he came back, we got different identities, and when he was back and someone else was out, we had an identity. And so we've just been able to go to different things and different identities, and I think in those moments, in moments like this, that's what you lean on.
Preparing is interesting. That's Joe. We have joked for 4 years now about your fondness for situations that cause stress, whether they be ice baths or doing MMA or jiu-jitsu against world-class fighters you can't possibly beat. As you get set to coach a Game 7, I realized we've never talked here about why it is you love those things as you sort of thrust yourself into this environment.
I mean, I think that's the environment that your job calls for is to be able to do that. And I think it's an interesting piece. You mentioned stress. Is like stress doesn't know that it's a Game 7. Stress is just stress. It doesn't know whether there's good stress and then there's obviously bad stress, but the stress doesn't know what the situation is. And so I think you have to be able to put yourself in those situations so that you could trust your instincts more. You could think clearer. You can kind of be prepared more and physically, mentally, and emotionally. Because those things are tested in games, any games. I mean, to me, some of the most games in the regular season, have tested you a ton, and so I expect tonight to be the same way.
Are you excited to see what the men you have coached all year long, how they react in this environment?
Absolutely, and it's not a group of people that I'd rather be with.
Game 7, it's next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Bob's a financial professional who's currently enjoying a win-win scenario, meeting with a valued client and enjoying a round of golf. But Bob's used to win-win scenarios because he works with Mass Mutual, who not only provides the freedom and flexibility to offer his clients products and solutions that meet their needs, they offer Bob the autonomy, compensation, and optional home office support that meet his. Win-win. Success for your clients and yourself. The feeling is Mass Mutual. Learn more at massmutual.com/wealthmanagement.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Celtics Radio Network welcome the following new partners. Delta Dental of Massachusetts. They've teamed up with Boston's Sam Hauser for Veterans Assist to help deliver dental care to veterans experiencing housing challenges across Massachusetts. Blue Sky Restoration. Tune in to hear this date in history being restored by Blue Sky all season long. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. And your New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado. From the home of the Celtics, thank you for joining our winning team.
You're not dreaming. Astound Gig Wi-Fi is just $40 a month, forever. It's the deal of a lifetime. Plus, you get a $200 gift card. What if your internet bill just never went up? No surprises, no contracts, no increases. No, seriously, just $40 a month for Gig Wi-Fi, for life. And a bonus $200 gift card when you switch today. Why wait? Go to astound.com.
Imagine looking up and seeing 49 championship banners hanging from the rafters. Because for 49 straight years, Ford F-Series has taken the crown as America's best-selling trucks. And Ford F-Series trucks are still the team to beat. Featuring the F-150 and the strong, hard-working Super Duty. See your New England Ford dealers and make this a banner year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2025 CY total sales.
Maybe we should have known all along. Maybe we should have known when the Celtics and Sixers began this season here on opening night that the first test would be the final exam for a Celtics season that was going to be tough to define. It didn't happen in Game 5. It wouldn't happen Thursday in Game 6. Tyrese Maxey out of half court. Final 5:18 here. Celtics down by 17. Joel Embiid puts that body on Shireman. Spins, kick to the corner. Edgecombe, three. Good night. Margin is 20 again with 5 minutes to go. Maybe we should have known all along. It's been a rite of spring for decades. Repeating images that last forever in the Boston-Philadelphia sporting zeitgeist. Larry's runner, Tatum's 50, KG's uncut gem. Beat LA, Havlicek stole the ball. One of sports' most selective clubs tonight gets a new member for life. Maybe we should have known all along it could end only this way. Celtics, Sixers, Game 7 is next.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champions.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, Amica Insurance, your New England Honda dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, Valvoline Instant Oil Change, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the World Championship.
Also brought to you by Gulf, your New England Chevy dealers, Brex, Town Fair Tire, Big Y, Nicely Done, and by Michelob Ultra.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship for the 15th time.
Also brought to you by Endless Energy, your New England Ford dealers, Mass Mutual, Clinton Savings Bank, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, Ticketmaster, and by your Boston area Lexus dealers.
It is Banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished. It is Banner 18. The mission demanded is mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Granty and Cedric Maxwell.
And in the midst of bedlam at TD Garden, here are the Celtics starting five.
From Iowa, number 52, Luka Garza. From Creighton, number 55, Baylor Shireman. From Colorado, number 9, Derek White. And from California, number 7, Jaylen
The Sixers starting lineup will not change in Game 7. Kelly Oubre, Paul George, who's been brilliant. Joel Embiid, who has changed the dynamic of the series with his return. Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe. Starting lineups brought to you by Amica Insurance, exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics. The opening tip of Game 7 brought to you by Gulf. Score 5 cents off per gallon with GoPay. Download the GoPay app today for the fast and convenient way to pay at the pump. Gulf, celebrating 125 years of fueling every journey. Official fuel partner of the Boston Celtics. Hatred, angst, grief has fueled 44 years for the Philadelphia 76ers since they eliminated the Boston Celtics last in a Game 7 on Causeway Street in 1982. Max, they will never, ever, ever get a better chance than this.
No, they won't. But I tell you what you're going to do. If you give this crowd an opportunity to try to bring you home, tonight they will. because if you keep this thing close or get on the spurt, Tatum's coming out now. It's just like unbelievable when you think about how these games are played. But hey, that's what the big boys do.
Jason Tatum walks through the tunnel in street clothes, daps up Derek White, and it is impossible to not see the disappointment on Jason Tatum's face. He is not all smiles coming out here. An absolute nightmare for him as he will have to watch a 7th and deciding game. And how poetic, how ironic, how fitting that this year, which began on opening night with the Celtics and Sixers on this same floor with so much uncertainty about what the Celtics could possibly be without Jason Tatum, it comes all the way around to a 7th and deciding game against the Sixers on this floor, wondering what the Celtics can possibly be tonight without Jason Tatum.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Because this is what heroes and this is what legends are made of.
In Game 7, reverse jerseys. Philly in the home white. Blue and red trim, they will go right to left. Celtics will wear the road green, white letters and numbers, they will go left to right. Luka Garza will jump it against Joel Embiid. James Capers, who ref Game 7 of the NBA Finals last year, throws it up between them. Embiid wins it back to Tyrese Maxey. It's in the hands of Paul George. And Game 7, for better or worse, has arrived, and we are underway. Tyrese Maxey moving to his left. Jaylen Brown will guard him here at the start. Maxey moves to his right, over the shoulder pass. Embiid steps to his spot at the free throw line and knocks down his first double.
It's a nice little play. Get Joel Embiid and then running start.
32 times the Celtics have had a 3-1 lead in a series. 32 times they have won. 18 times the Sixers have been down 3-1. 18 times they have lost. Baylor Shireman down the left side. Leans in on Oubre. Stops. And flips it back out to Jaylen Brown. Starts to break down with 5 in the shot clock. Jaylen dribbles behind the Garza screen. Straightaway 3, short, long rebound. Embiid's got it. Quick outlet. Edgecombe. Derek White back defensively. Edgecombe Euro steps, lays it up and in. 4-0 Sixers.
Yeah, the Sixers, this is the start you wanted to get.
In each of the Game 7s here, 81-82 and 2023, Philadelphia had a 9, 10, 12-point lead in the second quarter. Derek White steps to his left. That 3 is way off. And the rebound for Kelly Oubre. Tried to shoot it on the move. Embiid runs over Garza, and the foul's going to be on Garza. It was close. Garza thought he was there, but he was still leaning a little bit, and Embiid just ran over him. Yeah, that's the right call.
Move his feet, but, take those kind of fouls. Take it.
Yeah.
Those are body blows.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You can't allow Joel Embiid just to run over you.
Side on the bounce, into Embiid. Baseline extended against Garza. Pulls up, 18 feet. Jumper, rims out. Rebound, Jaylen Brown.
You want him falling away, not going towards the rim.
Jaylen with the black sleeve under the green jersey. Dribbles into Paul George. Kick out Derek White. Right-hand dribble behind the Garza screen. Throws back out. Garza open. Straightaway 3. No. Missed it badly. Rebound, Embiid. Celtics have gotten some decent looks here at the start. All 3 threes, and they've missed all 3. You know they're going to shoot a bunch of them tonight. They're not going to lose that shot margin tonight. Paul George drives past Derek White. 2-hand slam. Sixer bench goes wild as Philadelphia leads 6-0. Perfect start for the Sixers. Jaylen Brown, left-hand dribble to the free throw line. Kicks out to an unoccupied wing and throws it away. And Jaylen Brown just looking around. He's not playing with regular teammates now. Joel Embiid trying to grab the basketball off the Boston bench, and he is screaming. And the Celtics are going to get the delay of game. Tyler Ford talking to Joe Mazulla about it as Joel Embiid was battling with Celtics coaches and staff on that bench trying to get the basketball. So emotions already running high, but the Sixers doing their best to stem the tide here. 6-0 lead and the ball. Entry, Embiid, about 20 feet away against Garza. Throws the left shoulder into him. Double team from Harper. Bounce pass kick out. Paul George moves it to Oubre. Wasn't ready for it. And the ball's turned over. Derek White leads a 4-on-2. Finds Jaylen Brown. Attacks, lays it up. No good. They don't call a foul on Paul George. Edgecombe, long lead. Great play to dive and knock it away by Harper. And Derek White moves it ahead to Shireman and draws a loose ball foul on Paul George. That was a wild sequence for the great hustle play by Harper to prevent an easy 2.
Wow.
Emotions already running very high here in the first 2:17 with Philadelphia leading 6-0 in the Sixers. Watching the Celtics miss their first 4 shots. Fouls on Oubre.
Oubre instead. That's a foul early on.
The crowd going to do everything they can.
Something.
Garza sets the screen for Jaylen Brown, who fumbles it out of bounds. The Celtics try to junk it up at the start, changing the lineup, changing the look, but They are 0 for 4 with 2 turnovers in the first 2.5 minutes, and that is not going to be sustainable for long. Remember what Joe Mazulla does have here is Pritchard, Hauser, Cada, Vucevic, and Walsh all on the bench. Still 6-0 Philly. Maxey moving to his right. Push pass for Edgecombe. Decent look. Right side 3. Got it. 9-0. See how long Joe lets this go. 2 minutes and 45 seconds in. Derek White driving down the right side. Pulls up on Edgecombe. Takes the paint away. Kick back out on the bounce pass for Baylor Scheim. Now Garza straight away. One dribble. Goes to Shireman. Celtics getting confused here with this lineup. Shireman, left-hand dribble, turns the corner, attacks, throws a wild pass out to the wing. Derek White has it, jumps into a tough 3, and that's the one he hits.
Wow.
That was going nowhere fast. And Derek White bails it out, 9-3, Philly by 6. Maxey steps to his right and almost got the 3 right back. It was an open shot, rebound, slapped in the air. Jaylen Brown comes down with it and leaves the Celtics 3-on-2. Jaylen Brown, kick out, Harper, 3, no. Rebound deflects and pulled off the floor by Oubre. Embiid pushes it ahead to Maxey, who lays it in. And the Sixers playing perfectly here against the emotion. Lead 11-3. Garza sets a high screen for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen pulls up, free throw line jumper in the air, no good. Rebound, Maxey. Rough start for Jaylen Brown. Maxey for Edgecombe, kick in the corner. Oubre open, 3 rims out. Celtics dodging bullets here left and right. Only down by 8. Feels like it's worse. Derek White moving to his right behind the Garza screen. Dribbling low, Embiid leaves the paint open to Derek White. Drives, draws the foul on Edgecombe.
Wow. Great little stop there. He waited for the defender to come down into the body. Edgecombe was up in the air. Boom. Wait. Drag foot.
Edgecombe did a good job. He was already in the air. He knew the foul was going to be called and making sure he blocked the shot and that it wasn't going to be an and one.
Just wanted to give him something to cheer about.
Jason Tatum, NBC just got to him on the bench. His face is sullen. And we'll find out later how much he wanted to play, tried to fight to play. We don't know as Derek White misses a free throw. And the crowd wants to do everything they can, but the Celtics are not helping them early. 1 for 7, 2 turnovers, now a missed free throw. Harper is the first one of this modified starting lineup who will come out, replaced by Peyton Pritchard.
Remember how many points the Celtics left on the board from the free throw line?
They've only shot 73% in the series. The thing is, it didn't really swing games because that, as exciting as it is to have a 7th game, this has not been a closely contested series. You had a few clutch minutes at the end of Game 3. But other than that, games have not been close. Shireman tries to jump in the passing lane, and they're calling an offensive foul. It's going to be, I believe, on Maxey.
Shireman's going to do what he needs to do. He's going to attack.
Well, that's not a good call. Celtics got away with one there. Shireman tried to jump the passing lane, but he did it too late. Foul should have been on Shireman. He sold it. And the Celtics get the ball back down 11-4. Pritchard, lead for Garza. Holding on the left side. Edgecombe reaches in, slaps it away, off Garza, out of bounds. Celtics turn it over again. 1 for 7. 3 turnovers for the Celtics in the first 4+ minutes. Here's Maxey. Bounce pass. Cutter is Oubre, 2-hand slam. And again, a 9-point lead for Philadelphia. Jaylen Brown up the left side against Maxey. Gets the Garza screen. Dribbles behind it. Embiid waiting at the free throw line, so Jaylen will back it out. Lines up Embiid. Shot clock at 10. Moves into the corner. Pritchard. First touch. Dribbling low. Moves past Oubre. Gets in and scores with the left hand. Instant offense from Peyton Pritchard. Celtics down by 7. 13-6. Embiid runs into Garza. No shot, but he does get the second foul on Garza.
Celtics fouls on number 52, Luka Garza, his second team foul.
Joel Embiid just ran into people. Boom. Garza not stationary. Has to get his bias stationary so he can take one of these charges. Joel Embiid trying to sell all that.
He's trying to sell the free throws. Doesn't get those, but the Sixers get it in the half court. Already leading by 7. 13-6. Nearly 5 minutes into Game 7. Paul George. Shireman in front of him. Moves it to Embiid. Embiid against Garza. Bounce pass for George. Return to Embiid. He's back behind that three-point line. Doesn't fire. Instead throws the body into Shireman. Here comes the double team from Pritchard. Embiid looking around with the shot clock at 4. They swing it to Edgecombe. Straightaway 3. Bounces out. Offensive rebound. Embiid had it. Lost it loose on the floor. Shireman dives. Rips it away from Paul George. Jaylen Brown had it in the corner. Knocked away. It looked like by George. Boston ball. And those are the kind of hustle plays that not only going to give the Celtics a chance, it's going to bring the crowd into the game, and immediately Nick Nurse going to challenge.
Yeah, it looked like Jaylen was trying to just pick that ball up. It looked like it went right off his leg, but Jaylen, you got to get on the floor to get that basketball.
So we'll have a coach's challenge on the out-of-bounds play. 5 minutes and 14 seconds into Game 7. Philadelphia 13, Boston 6 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey everyone, this is Rob Perez from Give and Go. Hear analysis from basketball experts all day long on NBA radio, like Celtics legend Robert Parrish, who recently joined the show.
Whether Jason teammates admit it or not, that's Jason Tatum's team. With all due respect to what Brown is doing and what he has done, the best player on that team is Jason Tatum. It is his team, period.
Hear more from Robert Parrish throughout the postseason on NBA Radio Channel 86 and the Sirius XM app.
That is what happened. I ain't guessing, I'm telling you.
Nobody breaks down the drama of the NBA playoffs quite like Stephen A.
The best time of the year. Big stars, big moments. I love me some playoff basketball when greatness is up for grabs.
Weekdays, 1 and 6 Eastern.
It's the theater. It ain't just a game. It's the theater of the game. You got to live for that.
The Stephen A. Smith Show on Sirius XM.
A show so nice, you get it twice on Channel 82, in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
Hey everybody, this is Sebastian Maniscalco. Come to Sebastian Maniscalco's Comedy Radio to hear the Sebastian Maniscalco Show, as well as comedians who inspired me, up-and-coming talent, and the introduction of DJ Marinara playing my favorite dance tunes I grew up to. My exclusive 24/7 comedy channel is up and running, Channel 99, and on the Sirius XM app.
Again, I respect the game. Game is game.
Every Monday, catch the Kenny Beecham Hour on Sirius XM NBA Radio.
Obvious double charge. Hell, he should have got credited for 2 fouls on this one because both of them dudes were set.
Quick hits, deep dives, and everything in between.
It was the funniest game I've watched in my entire life.
Hear the Kenny Beecham Hour every Monday at noon Eastern. Only on NBA Radio Channel 86 and the Sirius XM app.
All right, easy call, successful coach's challenge for Nick Nurse on the out-of-bounds play, so it will be Philadelphia ball. 13-6 is the early Philly lead. Defensively, the Celtics were pretty much fine in game number 6. It wasn't a great defensive effort, but it was certainly good enough to have a chance. But it is the offense that abandoned them over the last 6 quarters, and it is off to a brutal start here in game 7. The Celtics just 6 points on 2 of 8 shooting and 3 turnovers here in the first 5-14.
Gotta get that basketball. The most important thing, keeping that basketball into the body. And get some shots at it. And you're going to watch over and over again and see what happens here.
Maxey is still arguing that call earlier when the foul got called on him when should have been called on Shireman. Tyler Ford explaining it to him. But Tyrese Maxey, I would just let that go. Everything's going great here for Philadelphia right now. 44 years since they last beat the Celtics in a playoff series. That had to be the most stunning result at that time after you had won Game 6 again in Philadelphia. Come back for that 7th game. The 81 game was just an unbelievable classic game that was so close all game.
The thing that people don't know about just how sick I was that day. I had some kind of stomach virus, and first couple of minutes I was good. After that, I had nothing.
Under out of bounds, Joel Embiid takes it from Paul George. He enters to Edgecombe, who easily scores off the window. And again, Sixers have their largest lead, up by 9, 15-6. Midway through the first quarter of Game 7.
They get some easy opportunities.
Peyton Pritchard behind the Garza screen. Attacks Joel Embiid. Tiptoes the baseline, brings it all the way out to the corner. They don't really guard him, so he takes the 3. Front iron, no good. And the rebound yanked down by Maxey, who flies back to get it again. Celtics not getting second chances here, and they are 2 for 9 to begin the game. Sixers looking for an early double-digit lead, which they have had in Game 7s here throughout the generations. Embiid throws the body into Garza, finds the cutter. Oubre two-hand slam. Embiid passing out of that double team. No one is picking up Oubre when he darts in from the corner as soon as the double team comes. Sixers by 11, 17-6, exactly midway through the first quarter right now if you're syncing up with NBC. Garza, handoff to Derek White, return to Garza. Celtics need this one, don't get it. Open three, rebound Embiid. And the Celtics just shooting horribly here at the start. Garza's going to come out, bounce past Oubre, reverse it up, blocked by Jaylen Brown. And it hits Oubre while he was sort of sitting on the end line. So the Celtics will get it here, down by 11.
Oubre's been a great decoy here. He's been getting all these passes going towards the basket, essentially by himself. Everybody's so focused right now. Kelly Oubre's just coming in on the backside, and nobody's guarding him. Bringing Kate in, so now you think of this way. You might have more of an individual one-on-one instead of the double teaming.
Jalen catches, drives, slides to the floor, picks himself up, and throws out to Kate. Return to Pritchard. 12 in the shot clock. Pritchard gets to the elbow. Kick out. Derek White, straightaway three. Yep. Oh. Derek White's hit a couple. Remember, he hit 3 of his 5 pretty good looks in game number 6. 17-9. Boston down by 8. 8 of their 11 shots have come from 3. Everyone's talking about live by the 3, die by the 3. The Celtics have to live by it tonight. Embiid dribbles to the free throw line. Jumper's good.
That's too easy for him.
19-9. 4 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Celtics down by 10. Jaylen Brown dribbles to the elbow, pulls up on Oubre, and knocks down his first shot of Game 7. 19-11. Philadelphia by 8. 4:55 to go in the first. Maxey moving to his left. Throws to the corner. Oubre wide open. His 3. Rims out. Rebound Pritchard. Set a perfect screen to prevent Derek White from getting out there. Celtics with the ball down by 8. Jaylen Brown, head of steam, pulls up on Maxey, draws the foul, and we'll get free throws, and that's 2 fouls on Maxey.
Good job of being aggressive, getting right the way you need to be, looking for the play. And Maxey, you take him out of this basketball game. That's a real good thing. Although Quentin Grimes is probably a guy coming in this game.
Grimes was great here in Game 5. It was Oubre who was the unsung hero of Game 6. But when you get 2023 Joel Embiid and 2013 Paul George, the Sixers, as everyone thought they would be at the start of the year, no one believed that these 3 guys could be healthy. Everyone said, well, if those 3 guys are healthy, Philly is a real threat in the East. And they hadn't been all year until, for the Celtics, the worst possible time midway through this series. So Sam Hauser will check in.
Well, you're talking about junking it up. You made these things where you're looking to make changes. Move people around. Make the Sixers do something they don't want to do.
And these stoppages here, now you get a wet spot on the floor. This is where Joel Embiid eats. Because he can just bend over, suck in the oxygen.
He loves that.
He loves these delays here.
That's why you run him the way you do on these other plays. Looking for layup. Robert Parrish would have ran to death.
Jaylen Brown made the first free throw. Shrugs the shoulders, leans into the second one, is in the air and good. Celtics have cut it to 6, 19-13. A 7-2 run here for the Celtics. 4.5 to go in the first. Grimes has replaced Maxey. Edgecombe, left-hand dribble, gets to the elbow. Hauser slows him down. Kick back to Embiid. He'll crank up a 3. No good. Rebound Sam Hauser. Embiid now just 2 of 17 from 3 in the series. Jaylen Brown spins around the back of Edgecombe, tries to turn him around. Steps back, 15 feet. No good. Rebound. Kept alive, loose on the floor. Derek White's got it. And hands to Pritchard. Celtics reset. They finally get an offensive rebound. Pritchard for Derek White out of the logo. Shot clock at 5. Derek White steps to his left. Takes a 3 that was no good. And Keita fouls Embiid away from the ball. More fouls that Keita can't pick up.
Cannot pick those up. Let me see where the foul's at.
Sorry, boom. It was Oubre foul.
Set the pick and then move on. Move. Just move. Kelly Oubre is going to run right into you.
Embiid against Keita. Here comes the double team. Hauser showing it. Embiid throws a shoulder into Keita. Spins, fades on the baseline, and hits. Tough shot. Embiid has been brilliant ever since Game 5. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Philly by 8. Pritchard left alone for a second. Quick 3, short. Rebound. Maxey playing with 2 fouls. Gets in front of Jaylen Brown. Bounce pass lead. Edgecombe lays it in with the left hand.
They are running on almost every possession.
2 fouls. Maxey being out there is interesting as the Sixers going small here. Paul George coming out. 23-13. Jaylen Brown down the left side, goes past Oubre, two-hand slam. Oubre tried to sell the offensive foul. They didn't go for it. Jaylen Brown a little late, but he has arrived at the party now. 6 points in the first quarter. Celtics down by 8. Maxey pushes off on Jaylen and then runs it up and in with the right hand. Now both teams scored much easier. Philly by 10, exactly 3 minutes remaining first quarter right now. 25-15, Philly by 10. Oubre battling Jaylen Brown. Away from the ball, Derek White steps to his right, launches, no good, long rebound. Oubre's got it. Celtics had to have an amazing three-point shooting night in Game 7. It has started out 2 for 10, and they trail by 10. Embiid has the ball knocked away smartly by Queta out of bounds. Sixers will keep it with 13 to shoot. That brings us to the second media timeout. Celtics still trying to figure out combinations here in this 7th and deciding game. 2:38 remaining. Opening quarter, Philadelphia 25, Boston 15 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Every part of your life deserves protection. From your car to your home to your family. At Amica Insurance, they're committed to helping you safeguard what matters most. For more than a century, Amica has provided personalized coverage and world-class service you can count on. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or life insurance, they'll help you find the right fit for your unique needs. Visit Amica.com to get a quote today, because peace of mind starts with protection.
Grilling season is here, and boneless chicken is on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Yes, get Purdue boneless chicken breast, thin sliced or tenders for just $2.99 a pound when you use the digital coupon. Limit 2. Use the Shaw's app for coupon deals like this, rewards points, and delicious recipes in Shaw's Meals Hub, like chicken and jalapeno enchiladas. Order online and get free curbside pickup, or choose delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, proud to be local since 1860.
Clinton Savings Bank was started in 1851. 175 years later, what still excites us most is starting, helping you start with savings, a new home, a new business, a new goal. Supporting community initiatives that open doors to new opportunities. Introducing new technology that simplifies banking. Whatever you're ready to start, we're ready to help you make it happen. Visit ClintonSavings.com. 175 years and just getting started. Member FDIC, member DIF, NMLS number 422081.
First quarter of Game 7 brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and Ford employee pricing for all. You pay what they pay. 25-15, Philadelphia start could not be much better here, shooting 63% from the floor. Joe Mazulla tried to junk it up with the starting lineup, and as everybody and all the Twitter coaches around the world wanted him to make changes and do this, do that, but not that simple. And Garza, Harper, and Shireman, all three who started, were ineffective. Sixers build a big lead. Now you get Jordan Walsh creeping into the game here, which is interesting because Tyrese Maxey is coming out with the 2 fouls.
You think about those guys who are going to defend the basketball. He's one of them.
So the Celtics now will close out the first quarter with Pritchard, Walsh, Brown, Hauser, and Queta. A lot of people thought this might be the starting lineup with no Jason Tatum tonight in Game 7. Edgecombe lobs it in safely to Embiid. 11 on the shot clock. Embiid finds Paul George coming off a curl. Straight away 3 is good. And this dude has been amazing in the series.
Yes.
20 of 36 from 3. Largest lead for Philadelphia, up by 13. 28-15. Queta and to Hauser. Hauser closed down by Embiid. Brings it back. Peyton Pritchard against Quentin Grimes. Hauser sets the screen. Pritchard return to Hauser. Extra pass into the corner. Jordan Walsh for 3. Nope. Rebound. Jaylen Brown got a hand on it, but Edgecombe's going to come out of the pack with it.
the opening quarter. 28-15. Boston shooting just now 29%. VJ with it. VJ drives it. Reverse pivot to Embiid. Straight away, Embiid has found the touch. He nails another one. Joel Embiid from out front drops it in with ease. 30-15. Embiid now with 8. Here's Brown with it to the left corner. Jordan Walsh bobbles the pass. Outside left, Jaylen Brown. 1:40 to go in the opening quarter. Sixers 30-15. Here's Brown contested 2. He makes it over VJ Edgecombe. And Jaylen Brown now with 4 field goals in the game. He leads by 13. Under 90 seconds to go. George with the ball. Here's the beauty of the Sixers. They got multiple ball handlers. George dribbles, drives, steps through, kick out. Boston. Turnover. Sixers with their 4th. Pritchard to Walsh. Trail 3 outside right. No good. Embiid blocks out. There's the rebound. Lee down court. It goes to George. George has Pritchard on him. Boston able to recover with the numbers. And now George baseline right. Tough shot. Puts it up. Rimming no good. 1 and out. Sixers missed their last 2 attempts. Here comes Pritchard with it. Pritchard driving on Paul George. The beat is there in the middle to pop things up. Pritchard gets it back. Outside right. 45 seconds in the first. 30-17 Sixers. They got the organ music cranking here at TD Garden. Here's Pritchard with it on a drive. Lobs it. Kane catches and jams. Embiid was playing pitch Pritchard. And Pritchard with a lob down low right. Kane with a well-timed jump to the rim. And an alley-oop jam. 30-19. Half a minute. Crowd chanting defense in unison. VJ with the ball. 9 to shoot. VJ spins away from Hauser. Turns it down low to Embiid. Embiid trying to draw the foul. He banked it in. They didn't call a foul. And an improbable twisting bank shot from 15. And Embiid in Michael Jordan-like fashion throwing up his arms like, how about that? And now they want to set the clock with 11.6. Embiid shaking his head, but not at the incredible shot. No, it's the net. Kelly Oubre reaches down, but Embiid thought he was fouled. So Pritchard with that play a moment ago, boy, that's something they ought to think about running more because it puts Embiid in a bind. Guard the driver or stick to the man that could dunk it. Pritchard with 5. Pritchard against George. On the drive behind the back, lost the handle, it's loose. On the deck and the buzzer sounds, ending the first. And Peyton Pritchard, the king of the late shot at the end of quarters, didn't turn it over, but didn't get the ball to the basket as he dropped it with the defensive pressure by George and Edgecombe. And what a quarter. The Sixers lead 32-19 after 1. Long way to go. Game 7 here in Boston. What an atmosphere. The stakes are high. NBA playoff drama on the Sixers Radio Network.
The walk-off homer. The double overtime win. The tourney-ending buzzer beater. Your team gives you so many reasons to grin, just like United Concordia Dental. We offer group dental benefits connecting oral health and overall health for smiles that stretch from ear to ear and head to toe. Discover how at grinwithucd.com. Grin from within. United Concordia Dental. Products underwritten by United Concordia Insurance Company and United Concordia Insurance Company of New York.
You want to save big on groceries? Then shop at Giant, where you can always save bigger. Because there are thousands of simply low prices all over the store. Just look for the bright yellow tags. It's the easiest way to get everything you want for less. And when you stack on bonus buy deals, you can save even bigger. It's time to get this bread on a budget. Shop Giant. Save bigger.
Shop Simply Low Prices now on items like Minute Rice, $1.89 each.
The 76ers are back in the postseason, and Xfinity Mobile Arena is about to be electric. Be there live to cheer on your Philadelphia 76ers as they battle for postseason glory. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the energy, the excitement, and every big moment. Secure your seats now for all the upcoming postseason games. To purchase tickets, visit the official ticketing partner of the 76ers, Ticketmaster.com. Get excited and let's go Sixers!
I need a little range, step to the range. There's
a new flavor in town, the Jalapeno Ranch Club at Chick-fil-A. With that juicy Chick-fil-A original spicy or grilled chicken, a buttermilk ranch bun, candied bacon, pepper jack cheese, and jalapeno ranch sauce. It's got big ranch vibes with a little heat. Chick-fil-A's new Jalapeno Ranch Club. Available for a limited time only. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Hello?
Hey, sis. Got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
Take a look at the picture I just sent you. I'm walking into Hellsberg and want to get Mom something special for Mother's Day.
Yeah, she's done so much for us this year. Let's see. Diamond pendant. Oh, she'd love this.
Great. I'll get this, which means you're in charge of flowers.
Okay, deal.
This Mother's Day, save up to 50% on timeless gifts for Mom. Shop at a store near you or at Hellsberg.com.
Sixers lead by 13 after one. Sixers thanking Toyota for being the presenting partner of the 2026 playoff campaign of the Sixers. Giving out those rally towels in the first two home games. And so much rich history in the partnership with the Sixers and Toyota, the Tri-State Toyota Dealers Association. Boston with the ball, Hauser and Derek White in the backcourt. Hugo Gonzalez is coming to the game, the 20-year-old from Spain. That's a bit of a surprise. Paul George guards him. And Derek White with it out top. Cade is out there as well. Here's White into the lane. Drummond defending, and Drummond is going to be called for a foul. So Joel goes out. What a quarter for Embiid, though, in the opening 12 minutes. 5 of 7 from the field. He missed the 3. But 10 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. Derek White going to the line. 18 seconds has elapsed here. Oh, and the foul was on Maxey. That's his third. Coach Nurse took him out with over 2 minutes to go, and now they've changed it to Drummond. The crowd loved the fact that it was initially called on Maxey. Nick Nurse talking to Tyler Ford. And Drummond saying, hey, that's why players used to raise their hands, right? Back in the day at every level of basketball. Here's White to the line, foul line right. Free throw is up and good. Finished his college career at Colorado. Like to acknowledge our engineer, Bruce Lane. Doug Lane was here for our game the other night. Matt Murphy's alongside. He'll have our halftime coverage, including a conversation with our old friend Mark Kestacher. And back at the station, Nick Earnshaw, Shukri Wrights, and Zach Silverstein. Derek White to the line, making both free throws. Sixers by 11. George with Grimes. Justin Edwards is in. Maxey and Drummond. Maxey against Hugo Gonzalez. And here's Maxey. Oh, he lost the handle. 5 to shoot. Maxey turns on the Jets. Fadeaway shot. Baseline right and in. The Boston crowd was reveling in the fact that Maxey lost it, and he drained a fadeaway jumper. Sixers scored 34-21. Now Edwards gets entangled with White. First on Justin Edwards, second on the Sixers. As Maxey, it's normal in opposing arenas for the fans to ride Embiid, but it's not. It's kind of new. This is all-star status for Maxey. They're trying to get Maxey all riled up. Maxey's defending Hauser. Here's Pritchard with it on the left side. 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. Derek White against Edwards. Gets by him into the lane. Puts it up from short range and good. So he's taking on the scoring load without Tatum, and Brown is not in there. Brown played the opening quarter at 8 points, and now Derek White leading them with 11. It's 34-23, Sixers ball, and they have the lead by 11. Oh, and an illegal screen by George as Hugo Gonzalez got caught up at midcourt, and the crowd loving that. George with his first foul. They gave out white T-shirts. The Sixers had their shoot-around here, and the entire lower bowl adorned with each seat back with a white shirt that said Boston 2026 playoffs. They're using them as rally towels. Here's White scoring. He goes right in. Justin Edwards got hit in the face, and Derek White driving from the right wing into the green paint, and down low right he lays it in. 9-point lead. Sixers got to keep the Celtics at bay. This crowd will really get into it, and they're rising right now with a standing ovation en masse Maxey with the dribble against Sam Hauser. Around a Drummond screen. Maxey to the right side. Bounces to Edwards. 3 on the clock. Justin trying to get by Gonzalez. Hangs, shoots, tough shot. Rimming no. Boston with a rebound. This crowd trying to will the Celtics back into the game. They're only down 9. 2 minutes gone by in the second. Keita turns on Drummond. Down the lane. Reverse layup up and good. Nehemias Keita with an impressive dribble drive. Timeout Sixers. Nick Nurse walking out onto the court. Celtics have cut it to 7. And a roaring crowd here as they're in the throes of an 8-2 run. Sixers by 7. They have led by as many as 15. And Nick Nurse trying to stymie, for now, the Boston momentum. Keita with his first basket. He comes off the bench. Our score, the Sixers 34 and the Celtics 27. Nobody said it was going to be easy. We'll be back with under 10 minutes to go in the second along the Sixers radio network.
The Junior 76 Academy is now accepting players for our Summer Academy overnight camp. Players from all over the world will join us this summer at the #1 camp in the NBA, training and staying at top-notch facilities, visiting the 76ers training complex, receiving professional instruction, and learning the game the 76ers way. Join the Junior 76ers team today by registering at junior76erscamp.com.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Hey, fellow Sixers fans, it's Dave Kelleher from David Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. Have you ever wondered why it's so gosh darn hard to buy a car? We all know the prices, we know the trade values, you know the interest rates, so what are we goofing around for? Well, you won't get that with me. Online, on the phone, in person, just pick out a car and I'll get you a price you love. No jokes, no games, and great cars. Jeeps, Rams, Dodges, Chryslers, and hundreds of certified used cars. Hey, isn't it time you buy the car the way you should? And that's why I've always been your dealer, even if you didn't know it yet.
From Westchester to Doylestown, from Drexel Hill to Lansdale to Philly, we all look out for each other, stepping up to keep our communities going strong. And at Independence Blue Cross, we're here to keep you going strong. We've been deeply rooted in our communities for more than 85 years, and that connection to members has earned us our spot as the #1 health insurer in the region. So while you look out for your neighbors, know IBX is always looking out for you. Learn more at IBX.com.
Tell us a little bit about the Morgan & Morgan law practice.
We're sitting here talking about law practice? It's not a game. Not a game. With over 1,000 lawyers nationwide and $30 billion recovered, we have full court domination.
No more questions.
Injured? Dial Pound Law. Morgan & Morgan, official personal injury law firm of the Philadelphia 76ers. Morgan & Morgan, 2005 Market Street, Philadelphia, PA. Pennsylvania lawyer will handle Pennsylvania cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Sixers have been outscored 8-2 here in the early part of the second. We played 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Our score, the Sixers 34, the Boston Celtics 27. And again, Game 7 with the New York Knicks awaiting in the Eastern Conference semifinals. If Boston wins, they'll host. If the Sixers win, they'll go to New York. Grimes is yet to score. The Sixers have not shot a free throw in the game. They are, though, shooting 64% from the field, 16-25. Both teams have made 2 threes. Maxey brings it across center court. He goes to George. Paul George with 5 points. And we get a foul out front as Derek White tries to fight over an Andre Drummond screen. Well, this is exciting, dramatic NBA playoff action as it was at Xfinity Mobile Arena. And you could be a part of watching the Sixers in person. Season ticket memberships on sale for the 26-27 season. For more information, email tickets at 76ers.com. Paul George against Derek White, rising with a long shot, good. George is so good at holding his pivot foot, using the fakes, creating separation without even dribbling. And he did that on the left wing. He's got 7. He put it in. Sixers back in front by 9. And now Keita with it, who had that driving basket a moment ago. Back out top to Derek White. White with the dribble, getting away from Grimes. Keeping him at bay, shooting it on the wing. Rimming no. Drummond tips it. Drummond controls it. Sixers with 13 rebounds. Boston with 8. 3 minutes gone by in the second. Maxey behind the back. Maxey with a floater. Rimming around, no good. Tough shot by Maxey from the right side. Gonzalez with the rebound, outlet Pritchard. Pritchard weaving left to right, gets to the left side against Paul George. 8:50 in the first half. Pritchard still dribbling. In on Drummond. George chasing to Keita. Keita fakes and jams. Peyton Pritchard just wiggling with the bounce all the way from the left perimeter into the lane, down low right, kept it, and feeds Keita. And Keita, with Drummond trying to give help, Keita dunked it. 7-point game. VJ for 3, way short, no good. Edgecombe claiming it was tipped, and the Boston Celtics got a hand on it. Hugo Gonzalez, though, the player who supposedly tipped it, comes over to their bench and says to the coaches, review it, challenge it. And the referees pausing a moment before giving Maxey the ball. And the Celtics undecided. Maxey, and now, well, come on, Capers, give him the ball. And it didn't look like, I just watched the replay, it didn't look like Gonzalez touched it, but they're not going to challenge. And Boston watches as the Sixers go into Grimes for 3. In and out, no good. Man, Grimes couldn't get it to stay down. Boston with it, they've cut it to 7. 8:15, Pritchard with it, changing directions. Gets inside the lane on George. Again to Keita. Keita fakes, and Keita gets Drummond in the air. So Neemias Keita did not start. He gave way to Luka Garza for the opening 5 minutes. And now Keita has played 9 minutes, and he's been pretty effective. He is 3 for 3. Oh, they're going to say that's a non-shooting foul. Joel and Oubre coming back into the game for the Sixers. Drummond and Grimes going out. And a delay game against the Sixers. Tyler Ford explaining it to Maxey. I guess they didn't come in quickly enough. For what? 8:12 to go in the first half. Shireman is back in for them. 7-point Sixers lead. White trying to get away from Oubre. Pritchard with the ball. Pritchard guarded by BJ. Pritchard weaving. Joel is there. He fakes. He leans. Sixers swarm him. He made it. What a shot by Pritchard. He's dribbling around like Tiny Archibald. He put it up and in. It's a 5-point game. Peyton Pritchard, 5 assists. That's his second bucket. Sixers lead by 5. George with it to Joel. Hugo Gonzalez guards Joel. Joel into the lane. Oubre left corner. No good. Rebound tipped out. Whistle. Foul. I believe it's going to be on Keita. Kelly Oubre getting some really good looks from the corners, and he's missed all 3. So Joel, he had that play in the game Thursday where he had Pritchard on him. He fed Oubre, and Oubre delivered. Here with Hugo Gonzalez on him, drives it and then kicks it, and the Sixers miss, but a foul, and it's on Keita, his second. Joel with it against Gonzalez again. He turns, Pritchard's there. Joel with an off-balance shot, wide to the right, no good. And B goes down. Boston ball, Derek White with it across midcourt. He stops, he pops, it's in the air, it's good! And the Boston Celtics have made it 36-34. Derek White with his third 3. And the crowd in a frenzy. Maxey brings it across on the parquet boards. 7:07 to go. Roaring crowd. Oubre with the screen. Maxey for 3. And they call an offensive foul. Boy, we've seen that time and again for both teams. Oubre setting a pick out midcourt for Maxey. And an illegal pick on Oubre, negating the long shot by Tyrese. Sixers have just 4 points. They've been outscored 15-4. And the crowd, let's go Celtics. 7:07 to go in the first half. Boston can tie or take the lead, and there has been neither. Here's White with it on the left side. And another foul on Oubre. His third, as Derek White lifting the shoulders, faking, and started to drive it from the right perimeter to the left towards center of the arc. And Oubre got him with a foul, and now Grimes will come in. So the momentum has clearly shifted. Sixers, though, still lead 36-34. 7 minutes exactly straight up in the second. Shireman plays into Pritchard. Pritchard outside. Gets a screen by Cada. BJ with the D. Pritchard so fast with the bounce. Goes to the left side for the three. It's good. And Boston has taken the lead. Sixers want to get across. Coach Nurse signaling for them to get across midcourt. Pritchard for three. They're up 37-36. Embiid with it. And Cada gives him room. Joel shoots it. It's around and out. No. Grimes with a rebound. He's fouled as he grasps the ball. If it's on Derek White, that would be his second. And it looks like it might be on Shireman. So Joel with a very quick look, but he couldn't get it. 37-36 Boston. That Pritchard three moments earlier giving them their first lead. 6:35 to go. Sixers on the side with VJ. Out top to Joel. Embiid is 5 of 9. Edgecombe with the ball. He's got 9 points. He and Joel with 19 of the 36. And now here's Gonzalez running over Embiid. And again, a collision on a screening action on the perimeter. And Gonzalez raising his hand both to the bench, I think, to signal, my bad, coach. And maybe to the scorer's table. Side out for the Sixers. Boston 14 fouls. Under 6.5 to go in the first half. Sixers trail by 1. Here comes Jaylen Brown. Shireman is going to come out. Shireman in the game with no points in 9 minutes. Celtics fans in the lower bowl, almost all of them, thousands, standing as one. VJ to Grimes. Grimes into the lane. He got free. Got away from Pritchard, and he jams it. Boy, he plays fast. Good feed by BJ, and Grimes with a two-hand dunk in the half court. Boston ball, Sixers by 1, 38-37. Pritchard with it again off the dribble. Gets Grimes behind him, spins, hangs, fires. Shot 14-footer, no good. Embiid tips it. Maxey has it. Embiid got hit in the face by Cada. Maxey to the left side, BJ. Three by Edgecombe is up, and good! He nailed the three. The Sixers take a 4-point lead. BJ with another big game here in Boston as he did in his professional debut. He's got a dozen, his second three. 41-37. Jaylen Brown with it. Boston down 4. Brown to the right side. Pritchard. He fakes. He drives. Grimes stays in front. 6 to shoot. Pritchard with a low dribble. Pritchard into the lane. Sixers swarm him. Pritchard back out to Brown. Three-pointer in the air. Jaylen Brown delivers a three for Boston. Pritchard, though, setting it up off once again dribble penetration. Jaylen Brown getting the three, his first tray. He's got 11. Sixers by a point. Grimes into Joel. Joel is going to take a knock. It's Derek White with his second foul. Joel Embiid is going to the line for what could be a three-point play. Derek White fouls Joel. Good feed from the right perimeter by Quentin Grimes. Embiid to the line. Here's Dominic Barlow about to check in for the Sixers. And he's going to sub Paul George. I think Coach Nurse is monitoring the minutes of George. He was under the weather. He never got to where he was a question mark. He was listed at probable with an illness. It's his 36th birthday. He comes out, and now Dominic Barlow in there. And a derisive chant to Embiid. As the Boston Celtics fan, show a little class, Boston. And now Embiid to the line to shoot for the three-point play. Ready to get in the game with the PA Lottery. Play to win with the PA Lottery. Visit PALottery.com or download the app. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. Embiid made the free throw. He's got 13. Sixers by 4. Here's White for three. No good. Long rebound, Pritchard. Boston gets it back. Pritchard to the left side. Jaylen Brown against Dominic Barlow. ISO cross-court feed to Pritchard. 6 on the reset. Pritchard with it, weaving. Joel is there. He dribbles. He shoots a reverse. It's no good. Ball batted around. Maxey has it for the Sixers. Boston back with numbers. Maxey to a trailing Embiid. Embiid against Gonzalez. Outside right, BJ. And now back with Embiid. And Hugo tips it but fouls. And they're over the limit. Embiid is going to shoot 2. So what a deal. He's 20 years old from Spain. He's worked extensively with development coach Tyler Lashbrook, who was the main Red Claws coach at one point and was a Sixers coach Tyler Lashbrook and Hugo Gonzalez have put in hours, as so many of these NBA assistant coaches in that area do, to develop these players. And Gonzalez fouled Embiid. Joel to the line. He's taken one free throw. This is only their second free throw in the game. A perplexing, frustrated, quizzical. Are you kidding me? And Embiid missed the free throw, much to the light of the Celtics fans. So Joel, in his fourth game in the series, shooting 85% from the line. That's only his fifth missed free throw. And again, part of the backdrop, if you're just joining us, Jason Tatum ruled out late this afternoon with left knee soreness. And then Joe Mazulla, their coach, started a totally different lineup. One he did start during the regular season, and he said the regular season is for creating different identities. Well, they had an identity that had the names of Shireman and Garza and Harper in the starting lineup. Embiid goes 1 for 2, Sixers by 5, 4.5 to go. Second quarter, Jaylen Brown off the dribble against Barlow, hangs 15-footer, good. Brown using the dribble to free up. That's what the Celtics do. They spread you out. They attack you one-on-one. And if they can get free, they rarely shoot it two, but they did so there. Here's Maxey with it for the Sixers to VJ. Another three by Edgecombe off the back, no good. Long rebound, Shireman. Boston down by 3 with the ball. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Derek White has it. And White picks up his dribble to the left side. Brown, he's open. He drives on Maxey. And Maxey knocks it away. Brown, though, reclaims it. Shot clock at 9. Brown, without his dribble, feeds Derek White. White driving on Barlow. Into the lane, Derek White with the right-hand dribble. Gets inside, missed it. Ball loose, Grimes with it. Good defense by the Sixers. Grimes on the run, fakes it, drives it, and Jaylen Brown pushes him. No call. Embiid gets the rebound. Put back basket down low left. It's good. Boy, that was a shove by Jaylen Brown on Grimes, but Embiid running the floor, and he gets the rebound put back. Timeout Boston. The Celtics have taken the lead twice, never by more than a point. Embiid puts the Sixers up 5. Timeout C's. 3:34 to go in the first half. Embiid, 16 points. Game 7, Sixers, Celtics. It's on. We're back after this.
Hey, Sixer fans, it's Matt Cord for Parks Casino, the official local casino partner of your Philadelphia 76ers. And we're excited to bring fans what they love the most, winning. Parks is the #1 casino in Pennsylvania with the hottest live tables, slots, sportsbook, dining, and bars, plus the beer garden and headline entertainment at the Excite Center. Visit parkscasino.com and follow on social to be the first to know what's happening. Parks Casino, this is how you win. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Dear Savvy, Toyota says you can have it all. With the Camry, the Corolla, and the Corolla Cross. You've got the tech, you've got the drive, and you've got Toyota value that spells affordable. You ready? Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams sale and get 30% off duration, woodscapes, and super deck products May 1st through the 11th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Do you have a special cause, event, or business that you want to promote? One of the best ways to get the word out is by printing your logo or design on t-shirts, hoodies, polos, hats, and more. Rush Order Tees, the official partner of the Sixers, is headquartered right here in Philadelphia and ready to help. Whether you need 1 or 1,000, screen printed or embroidered, Rush Order Tees delivers your design on your deadline. The Sixers trust our printing. You can too. Just go to rushordertees.com. That's rushordertees.com.
From Westchester to Doylestown, from Drexel Hill to Lansdale to Philly, we all look out for each other, stepping up to keep our communities going strong. And at Independence Blue Cross, we're here to keep you going strong. We've been deeply rooted in our communities for more than 85 years, and that connection to members has earned us our spot as the #1 health insurer in the region. So while you look out for your neighbors, know IBX is always looking out for you. Learn more at ibx.com.
You're listening to the Sixers Radio Network.
Sixers are shooting 55%, and they're now in the midst of an 11-5 run. There's certainly a lot of different monikers or sayings about NBA basketball. One is it's a game of runs. Well, in that regard, Boston had a 17-4 spurt earlier, and they actually took the lead on a Peyton Pritchard 3. Pritchard's got 7 points and 6 assists. But now the Sixers behind Embiid and Grimes have countered, as I said, having scored 11 of the game's last 16. And now Philadelphia up by 5. And the Sixers have led by 15. Joel Embiid's got 16 points, 5 boards, and 5 assists. Welcome back. Tom McGinnis with the call. Sixers in white defending in front of the Boston bench. Here's Brown with a pass to the corner. Goes through the legs of Gonzalez, but he's able to save it. And now Derek White with a pull-up shot from left baseline. No good. Maxey over the back of Brown and tips it. And he had to be cautious because he's got 2 fouls. Sixers 19 rebounds. Here's Embiid against Shireman. Into the lane. Jump shot up. Rimming wide to the right. No. Gonzalez with the rebound outlet. Jaylen Brown to the near side. Hauser. Catch and shoot 3. Up and good. Boy, he is loaded and ready to fire. Hauser out of transition. George running out there. Paul George raising his hand. And that's a signal to his teammates and to the coach. That's my bad. But, boy, that's a brilliant play by Jaylen Brown, and Hauser connects. Boston now 6 threes. Sixers on a drive. Grimes goes up for a dunk. Misses it. VJ gets it. Sixers still with 8 to shoot. They double. Here's Grimes to George. 5 on the clock. 3 ball up and good. Paul George nails a 3. His second. He's got 10. 3 double-figure scores for the Sixers. 5-point lead. 50-45. Gonzalez to White. White back to Hugo. Wide open 3. The young guy. No good. Shireman gets the rebound. Back into the lane. Gonzalez missed it, but they call a foul on Embiid. Hugo Gonzalez beating the Sixers. What? Who? Are you kidding me? Not beating them, but on that play, got to the rebound, and he's going to go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. He did play 3 games in the series against the Sixers during the regular season. He played in 74 games. He had 3 starts. He's 6'6", 200. He just turned 20 years old on February 5th. A rookie from Spain. Gonzalez, foul line right. And his free throw is up and no good. His plus minus in the NBA season was 246. Better than VJ, and 3rd behind Knipple and Harper of San Antonio. Gonzalez misses both free throws. George trying to get the rebound. It went out of bounds on Hauser. And Hauser pointing to their bench, and they're not going to challenge. 2:08 to go. Sixers ball. Hugo missing both free throws. George with it. Sixers by 5 to Embiid. Again, they use Gonzalez to VJ. VJ runs into Derek White. Offensive foul. He tried to euro around him, but White was stationary in the lane. Derek White, such a great defender, one of the best in the NBA, and certainly acknowledged as an all-defensive team player. Looks like he may have cut his left hand. He used a towel to wipe his left hand before bringing it up. So Embiid is being a willing passer. He had Gonzalez on him and passed it. VJ drove, but kind of showed where he was going, and White was able to make a play. Now Boston with the ball. VJ screen, so White goes to Brown. Brown with Maxey and George there. Brown dribbles, turns to the right, goes down the lane, lays it up. No. Joel with the rebound, but he goes down in the heap, and another foul on Boston, and this too will be on Gonzalez. That's his 3rd. Boy, the defense, the collision, the physicality on total display on that drive by Jaylen Brown, who, by the way, is 5 for 10. Embiid went down in the heap. You could hear his bones crashing onto the hardwood floor here. Sorry for the depiction. Yeah, and now a cut has been shown on the left hand, on the palm of the left hand of Derek White. They're signaling that, like the crowd, and Derek White is blowing on that hand. He's going to have to come out, I would think. No, apparently he's going to stay in there. Almost looks like it could be a floorboard, but he's bleeding. They got to stop the game and get that thing under control. Queta is going to come in. I presume he's coming in for Gonzalez with the 3 fouls, and he will be. And Namias Queta checks in. Joel making the free throw. Minute 42 to go. And Embiid with one more free throw here. Joel with a 17-point half. He had 19 points, but again, dishing that ball with great decision-making and execution in the game Thursday in Game 6 that forced this Game 7 as the Sixers winning that game handily in Philadelphia. Second free throw by Joel is around and out, no good. So he's missed a pair in two separate trips to the line. He's 3 of 5. 6-point lead, Jaylen Brown to Queta. Queta turns on Joe down the lane. Embiid lost his footing, and Queta dunks it. So Namias Queta set a franchise record for field goal percentage for Boston at over 63%. He's 4 for 4 in this game. Sixers by 4 with the ball. Maxey driving to Joel. Embiid against Queta. Here comes the double with Derek White. Over to Tyrese. To the corner, VJ. Three-pointers up. Rimming no. Boston rebounds, but a loose ball foul. Queta backing into Embiid. Hauser was getting the rebound, but Queta kind of lost his balance to the left of the lane by the Sixers bench, and he backed right into Embiid to the part of gaining a foul, or being whistled for a foul. And that now is his third. And the Sixers, after one free throw earlier, are starting to rack them up. They're all Embiid. He'll shoot 2 here. It'll be foul shot 6 and 7. Capers throwing the ball to Joel. 70 seconds to go in the first half. Sixers by 4. Embiid can make it a 6-point lead. Foul line left. Free throw up and good. Luka Garza has come back into the game for Boston. Embiid in the regular season, as you may know, 38 games. Shot 85% from the line. Averaged 27 points. In his first 3 games in this series, 26 points. Along with 8 rebounds and 7 assists. He's got 18 shooting for 19. He makes both free throws, and with that, the Sixers are up by 6. 1:05 to go. It's 53-47. The winner advances to round 2 against the New York Knicks. Derek White for 3, and that's good. He dribbled out top, spun back to the left, and White gets his feet set, nails the 3, his 4th 3 in the first half. With 19, he leads Boston. Maxey with it. Maxey drives it in on Luka, and is blocked by Brown. Maxey driving from the left and the right, as he's done so frequently in this series, but Boston recovers and blocks his shot out of bounds. As Garza and Brown with our United Concordia Dental block out again. 49 seconds to go in the first half. 3-point lead. Embiid pushes off Garza to get the ball. And now Maxey with 9. Maxey back to Joel. Joel with a moving start. Left-hand dribble into the lane. Back down low. It's deflected. Was looking for Edgecombe on a baseline cut from the left, but Derek White got a hand on it and deflected it out of bounds. 4.5 to go here in this shooting situation. Late clock, 41 seconds to go. Paul George playing in. Sixers go to Embiid. 4 to shoot. Rises. Jumper off the back. Rebound Shireman. Boston 17 rebounds. They can tie it. Jaylen Brown on a drive by George, and he jammed it. He tried to jam it, and Embiid blocked it. What a play by Joel. Jaylen Brown ratcheted back to dunk it, and it was blocked. He got by Paul George and Embiid with the rim protection like back in the day. 9 to shoot, 14 to go. First half winding down. Maxey with the ball. Maxey on a drive. Left-hand dribble. Stops. Fires. Jumper. Good. Tyrese Maxey puts it up and in. It's a long 2. That makes it 55-50. Maxey with his first points since the opening quarter. Boston ball under 7 seconds to go. Brown receives it. Don't want to foul here. Brown advances to White. 3 seconds. Derek White down low. Joel blocks that. White one more try over the backboard. No good. Halftime. Sixers by 5. 55-50. They trailed here in Game 5 by 7 at the half and 1 going away. Tonight, Game 7, they have a 5-point lead. Embiid 19 points for the Sixers. Derek White 19 points for Boston. Celtics have made 7 threes. The Sixers have made 4. Matt Murphy waiting. He's live here in Boston, ready to take us through the numbers, the highlights, and our Kia halftime show, including one of the national broadcasters, Mark Kessinger, his take on the Sixers. That's next, live from Boston on the Sixers Radio Network.
History's masterpieces wouldn't be the same without their most notable accents. Neither would the Kia Sportage without its multiple drive modes. The Kia Sorento without its expansive 12.3-inch panoramic display. Or the Kia Telluride without its 3 rows of spacious seating. The Kia SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
76ers fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience, especially during the 2026 NBA playoffs presented by Google. As the official ticket marketplace of the Philadelphia 76ers and the NBA, Ticketmaster gets you to every round of the playoffs so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles, from seeing your favorite 76ers stars up close to being there when the champions are crowned. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring playoff tickets. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Sixers.
You're listening to the Sixers Radio Network. It's the halftime show on the 76ers Radio Network. The halftime show is presented by the new Telluride X-Line from Kia.
And welcome to the halftime show presented by the Kia Telluride X-Line. I'm Matt Murphy, live from TD Garden in Boston, where we've got a Game 7 in this first round series between the Sixers and the Celtics. Philadelphia, the 7 seed. Boston, the 2 seed. And without Jason Tatum for Game 7. Left knee stiffness ruled out before the game. He was added to the injury report as questionable in the early afternoon. At the break, it's the Sixers 55, the Celtics 50. In a game the Sixers have led by as many as 15 points. They had a 13-point lead after one, but were outscored in the second quarter 31-23 after that 32-19 lead after one. We'll hear our highlights coming up in the next segment, in which the Celtics had a large scoring run. They're being led by Derek White and 19 points. He and Jaylen Brown stayed in the starting lineup while they put Ron Harper Jr., Luka Garza, and Baylor Shireman as 3 new starters, replacing Tatum, Queta, and Hauser. But Harper only played 4 minutes, and Pritchard and Queta in the pick and roll got going. Celtics within 5, but the Sixers up. They weathered the storm down the stretch of the second quarter behind Embiid's 19 points. So White with 19, Embiid with 19. In Game 7 of a series, the Sixers trailed 3-1. They've won the last 2. And here is the voice of the NBA Finals on ESPN Radio, Mark Kestisher, telling me the Sixers peaking at the right time coming into this Game 7 is what has impressed him the most about this group.
I think what's impressed me is the fact that they're probably playing how everybody thought they would play the entire year. Health, you can't, deal with that. It's just when it comes in to have Joel Embiid be able to, answer the bell and play. We know what Tyrese Maxey could do. I think Paul George playing at a level that we saw, in his younger years. And obviously VJ Edgecombe has played incredibly as a rookie. So to kind of hit that maximum when you need it, down 3-1 against the Celtics team is incredibly impressive.
Thanks to Mark Kestisher, who will call his 10th NBA Finals for ESPN Radio this June. He started hosting their coverage in 2004. He mentioned Paul George, who has 10 points to Embiid's 19. VJ Edgecombe in between with 12. Maxey has 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists for Philadelphia, who has a 55-50 halftime lead in Game 7 on the road. They're trying to beat the Celtics in a playoff series for the first time since 1982. 5-point lead. First half audio highlights are next. You're listening to the 76ers halftime show presented by the new Telluride X-Line from Kia.
Progressive knows sports brings people together, but you gotta feel bad for people who don't even get it. Some people will never know what it's like to see their favorite team's hopes decided by a ping pong ball to draft the next superstar. Or not. I mean, sure, it's silly for your happiness to hinge on the success of a 20-year-old entry-level employee, but you just can't help yourself. The stress is exhilarating. Progressive can't bring people together like the draft, but we can bring your home and auto insurance together with a bundle. So switch and see if you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
Hey, it's Joe Conklin, excited about the Philadelphia 76ers this season with Parx Casino, the #1 casino in Pennsylvania and the official local casino partner of your Philadelphia 76ers. Two of the best brands in the region join together to bring fans what they love most, wins. Looking for the perfect game day destination? Visit Parx Casino's Liberty Bell Gastro Pub or Beer Garden to watch your teams all season long. Visit ParxCasino.com. This is how you win. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
History's masterpieces wouldn't be the same without their most notable accents. Neither would the Kia Sportage without its multiple drive modes. The Kia Sorento without its expansive 12.3-inch panoramic display. Or the Kia Telluride without its 3 rows of spacious seating. The Kia SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
The 76ers halftime show presented by the Kia Telluride X-Line continues from TD Garden, where the Sixers have a 55-50 halftime lead in Game 7 on the Boston Celtics. Matt Murphy back with you. The Sixers got out to a 32-19 first quarter lead in this game that does not feature Jason Tatum as mentioned. It was a 9-0 start, and Paul George of the Sixers making it 6-0 just before that with the driving dunk.
Now George with an ice on that same spot, turns, goes in there, and jams it. Happy birthday, PG! He stuffs it with 2 hands. Sixers by 6.
6-0. Paul George is 36 years old today. He was added to the injury report like Tatum earlier, who was ruled out. George with an illness, but he is playing, and he has 10 points at halftime on 4 for 5 shooting and 2 for 2 from three-point range. Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey both had 4 assists early in this game, and then more than that in the quarter and in the half for Embiid. He was also getting it done scoring-wise, stretching that first quarter Sixers lead to 10.
Sixers ball, they're up 17-9. 5:20 to go in the opening quarter. Maxey across midcourt with a dribble, high screen by Embiid. Angles on the left, bounces to Joel. Top of the key, Embiid for 2, count it, it's good. Embiid picks, rolls, and drills it. They call that a short roll.
Embiid had 10 points after one. It was 19-9 there, 32-19 Sixers after one. 10 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists for Embiid in the first quarter alone. That's up to 19, 5, and 5 in 20 first half minutes. The Sixers up 32-19 after the first, but an 18-4 Boston run for their first lead of the game in the second quarter. Peyton Pritchard from beyond the arc.
Shireman plays into Pritchard. Pritchard outside. Gets a screen by Kata. BJ with the D. Pritchard so fast with the bounce. Goes to the left side for the 3. It's good. And Boston has taken the lead. Sixers want to get across. Coach Nurse signaling for them to get across midcourt. Pritchard for 3. They're up 1, 37-36.
Now it's 55-50 Sixers at the half. Pritchard with 6 assists and 7 points. I mentioned he was working that pick and roll with Queta, who came off the bench tonight. Derek White kind of started that run for them. He has 4 3-pointers in this game and is tied with Embiid for the scoring lead with 19, 12 of which he scored in that second quarter. That Boston won 31-23 to get within 5 at halftime. 55-50. We'll go over the shooting totals on the other side when we continue with our halftime coverage presented by the Kia Telluride X-Line, with the Sixers leading Game 7 in Boston 55-50 here on the Sixers Radio Network.
Excited about the Philadelphia 76ers this season with Parks Casino, the #1 casino in Pennsylvania and the official local casino partner of your Philadelphia 76ers. 2 of the best brands in the region join together to bring fans what they love most: wins. Looking for the perfect game day destination? Visit Parks Casino's Liberty Bell Gastro Pub or Beer Garden to watch your teams all season long. Visit parkscasino.com. This is how you win. Plus, 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, Sixers fans, ready to get in the game? If so, the PA Lottery is here to add even more excitement to gameplay you already know and love. Play to win with games like Scratch-Offs, draw games like Powerball and Mega Millions, and Lottery Online, including e-instants, right from your phone or tablet. Now that's a real slam dunk. Visit PALottery.com or download the PA Lottery app today and take your shot at fun and prizes. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Do you have a special cause, event, or business that you want to promote? One of the best ways to get the word out is by printing your logo or design on t-shirts, hoodies, polos, hats, and more. Rush Order Tees, the official partner of the Sixers, is headquartered right here in Philadelphia and ready to help. Whether you need 1 or 1,000, screen printed or embroidered, Rush Order Tees delivers your design on your deadline. The Sixers trust our printing. You can too. Just go to rushordertees.com. That's rushordertees.com.
History's masterpieces wouldn't be the same without their most notable accents. Neither would the Kia Sportage without its multiple drive modes. The Kia Sorento without its expansive 12.3-inch panoramic display. Or the Kia Telluride without its 3 rows of spacious seating. The Kia SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
Halftime in Boston, the Sixers shooting 51% to the Celtics 44 through 2 quarters of Game 7 in this first round series. The Sixers leading 55-50. The third quarter with Tom McGinnis is moments away. 3-point-wise, though, it favors the home team. Boston is 7 of 19, 37%, and the Sixers are 4 of 14, 29%. They do have 17 assists, the Sixers, to Boston's 11, and rebounds are close to even. The first quarter was all Sixers. The second quarter had a big Celtics run that the Sixers ended up recovering from to maintain the lead heading to the third. Embiid with 19, Edgecombe with 12, George with 10, and Maxey's filling the stat sheet but hasn't made a 3 yet, has only taken 1. He's got 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. Sixers 55, Celtics 50. For our crew back home, Nick Earnshaw, Shukri Wrights, and Zachary Silverstein, I'm Matt Murphy. Thanks for listening to the 76ers Halftime Show presented by the new Telluride X-Line from Kia.
You've been listening to the Halftime Show on the 76ers Radio Network, presented by the new Telluride X-Line from Kia.
Are you getting ready for a home improvement cleanup? Maybe the garage, the bathroom, the big move. Well, here's the perfect solution, the Bagster. Yeah, the Bagster is by far and away the most convenient and affordable way to help you with your cleanup. The Bagster's great. It's a 3-cubic-yard dumpster in a bag. Sold at Home Depot, Lowe's, and local home improvement stores. And for only $29.99. Go buy it, fill it, and then simply schedule your collection, and it's gone. Clean up with the Bagster, the dumpster in a bag.
Meet the Philadelphia 76ers new dream team. John, Ultima, Matt, Mike, and Dan Morgan are Our free throws? Questionable. Our court arguments? Unstoppable. We can't dribble, but we'll cross-examine your opponent so hard. We went pro, just in a different court. We look better in a suit than a jersey anyway. Morgan & Morgan, official personal injury law firm of the Philadelphia 76ers. Morgan & Morgan, 2005 Market Street, Philadelphia, PA. PA lawyer will handle PA cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
A Sixers season that started in Abu Dhabi over 6 months ago in early October has come down to this. 24 minutes to advance out of the first round and take on the New York Knicks in round 2, Eastern Conference semifinal basketball. It would be a Monday start, and it'll be that way for whomever wins this game. Sixers up by 5. Queta starts the second half for Boston. They'll have it. Queta was very good in limited time. Did not start, but played 15 minutes, was 4 for 4 with 3 rebounds and 8 points. They have Derek White, who led them with 19. He's having the best game of the series for him. He's got 4 threes. And Pritchard, who was brilliant, with 7 points and 6 assists. That, along with Jaylen Brown and Baylor Sharp. They're in green. They go right to left, and they have the ball. It's Derek White to the left side with Paul George defending. To Queta, who dribbles on Joel, turns, can't get free, and then scoops around Embiid and lays it in. So he's 5 for 5. Queta with a dip down low. Not Kevin McHale with the footwork, but a pretty solid move. And it's 55-52, the Sixers. Sixers in white. Maxey, he took only 1 3 in the first half, only 7 shots total. Embiid with the ball against Derek White. Out to the right side, BJ for 3, and Edgecombe puts it up and in. Boy, he's been really aggressive from beyond. His 7th try from 3. He's made 3. He's got 15. 5 threes for the Sixers. They lead by 6. Boston ball. They're at the far end by the Sixers bench with Queta handing off to Brown. Brown against Oubre. Fakes, picks up his dribble to Derek White. Backs up, wide to the right on the 3-point shot. Rebound Queta. Embiid was there, and now we get a whistle. And I think it's going to be a foul on Boston. Oh, man, Shireman just went down. He was coming over to his teammate Queta to help him up, but he slipped down. And the foul is on Queta. And that's his 4th. That'll bring Luka Garza into the game. And Queta throwing his arms up in frustration, now grabbing his jersey, claiming that Embiid grabbed him. He's doing that to the Boston bench. He's from Portugal, the only NBA player from Portugal currently in the league, number 88, and Queta sips down out of Utah State. Sixers by 6 with 1:15 having been played here in the third. Maxey from her deep 3 out top, and it's good. On cue, the 3 is good. Maxey and Edgecombe with a pair of deep shots. Sixers by 9. 90 seconds gone by. It's Pritchard to the left side. Jaylen Brown, he launches a 3. Wide to the right. Embiid with a rebound. Joel with 6 rebounds. Jaylen Brown from outside the arc, 1 of 3. Maxey on the left wing turns away. Garza and Derek White are there. To Joel from the elbow. No good. Good look for Embiid. Couldn't get it to go from 16. Jaylen Brown advances it to Derek White. 2 minutes gone by here in the third. Garza way out front. Luka back to Derek White. White against Embiid. Rising for 3. It's up off the back. Long rebound. Pritchard gets it. Again White. 3-pointer this time short. And Luka Garza fouls Embiid. So White missed 2 threes, both from the right perimeter at the far end of the court. And on the second one, the ball came out to about 18 feet on that wing. Embiid went to get it, and as he was grabbing the ball, Garza collided with him. So now Boston with its second team foul. Queta with the one earlier. He went out. Garza came in. He picked up the foul, and now Luka Garza with 3. Sixers ball. Maxey with it to the left corner. Fades, fires, and good again. Maxey, really aggressive. Timeout, Joe Mazulla and Boston. Maxey on a flare, and then he gets into the left corner and fires. And now the Sixers with 8 here in the third. And it's 63-52, an 8-0 run. 9:39 to go in the third quarter. Sixers by 11, 63-52. Again, Game 7. We're live in Boston, Mass. on the Sixers Radio Network.
Your
want to save big on groceries? Then shop at Giant, where you can always save bigger. Because there are thousands of simply low prices all over the store. Just look for the bright yellow tags. It's the easiest way to get everything you want for less. And when you stack on bonus buy deals, you can save even bigger. It's time to get this bread on a budget. Shop Giant. Save bigger.
Shop Simply Low Prices now on items like Minute Rice, $1.89 each.
Since 1904, every great Philly sandwich has started the same way, on an Amoroso's roll, baked fresh every single day. From legendary shops to courtside cravings and post-game celebrations, Amoroso's is the MVP. Make your watch party a slam dunk and grab a pack of Amoroso's rolls at your favorite supermarket. Because the best sandwiches don't just happen, they start with Amoroso's, an official partner of the Philadelphia 76ers. Why Philly sandwiches are world famous.
Dear Savvy, Toyota says you can have it all. With the Camry, the Corolla, and the Corolla Cross. You've got the tech, you've got the drive, and you've got Toyota value that spells affordable. You ready? Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
From Westchester to Doylestown, from Drexel Hill to Lansdale to Philly, we all look out for each other, stepping up to keep our communities going strong. And at Independence Blue Cross, we're here to keep you going strong. We've been deeply rooted in our communities for more than 85 years, and that connection to members has earned us our spot as the #1 health insurer in the region. So while you look out for your neighbors, know IBX is always looking out for you. Learn more at IBX.com.
The walk-off homer. The double overtime win. The tourney-ending buzzer beater. Your team gives you so many reasons to grin, just like United Concordia Dental. We offer group dental benefits connecting oral health and overall health for smiles that stretch from ear to ear and head to toe. Discover how at grinwithucd.com. Grin from within. United Concordia Dental. Products underwritten by United Concordia Insurance Company and United Concordia Insurance Company of New York.
Sixers have outscored Boston 8-2 to start this third quarter. They've taken an 11-point lead. And before we resume our play-by-play, we pause 10 seconds for station identification. The three-point disparity has narrowed. Boston has 7 made threes. The Sixers now with 1 each from VJ and Maxey here in the third, and the Sixers now with 6. Boston called time. Let's see what Joe Mazulla has drawn up. They set a high screen for Brown, and now Brown out to the right perimeter, driving against Maxey into the lane with a left hand, hangs, fires, and misses. And Maxey's going to be called for his third foul. And after an awkward carom on the orange-painted rim, the ball went in. So it's an and one. Jaylen Brown, most of the fans kind of gave up on that shot. And Brown, who shot it on his descent, got the roll. A 4-bouncer. Speaking of which, Nick Nurse in his third Game 7 as a coach. One was on that 4-bouncer in Game 7 for Toronto with Kawhi Leonard against the Sixers back in 2019. And then the other was a 7-game series against Boston in the bubble. Jaylen Brown makes a free throw, 3-point play. He's got 16. And with that, Boston is back to within 8. Oubre with it, feeding Embiid. Embiid down low against Brown. Powers up and over him. They've got Jaylen Brown on Embiid. Little bully ball for the big guy. Embiid put it in. 21 for number 21. Now Brown into the lane. Embiid cuts him off to the left corner. Jordan Walsh. Pritchard has it. Back out top, Brown. Under 9 minutes in the third. Sixers by 10. Brown driving, off-balance shot, leaning, no, high into the air, bouncing, Embiid comes down with it. He runs with a dribble across midcourt to Maxey. Maxey launches a 3 off the rim into the corner, and Baylor Shireman tracks it down. Celtics and Green going right to left to Brown, outside right. Back out to Pritchard, deep 3, straight away, on the money. Barely rippled the net. Peyton Pritchard, the former Duck, puts it up and good. 75-58, Pritchard's second three. Boy, he's got some confidence. VJ into the lane, puts it up, Brown rejects it. Down goes VJ, Boston ball, Edgecombe with a layup, denied. Now Brown with it at the right side, Jordan Walsh. Celtics within 7, 8:08 to go in the third. Half court, Jaylen Brown to the right side, Pritchard with a beat out on him. The little guy looking at the big guy. And now to the left side, crosses him over. To the right corner, Shireman. Shireman, a floater. Ribbing no, and B with the rebound. He gets the last lap, but Shireman steals the ball. I guess not. Derek White with it for three. It's up. It's off the rim. Embiid battling. Shireman had it, went out of bounds. Sixers ball. 65-58. Those high bounces bringing to mind the R.J. Barrett shot last night in Toronto. Not quite the stakes at this stage of the game, but the Sixers will get the ball as Maxey lets it roll on the famed parquet boards. He's picked up by Jordan Walsh. And now to the right side, here's a shot by George. In and out, no good. Paul George, 2 of 3 from deep. Here comes Jaylen Brown, cut off by VJ. 7.5 in the third. Shireman gets it. He fires for three. It's long. Almost missed it all. Joel with it. And Jordan Wall snuck up from behind. Here's an idea. The other Sixers got to go, hey, Joe, look out. Here comes a Celtic. It just happened. Jordan Wall snuck up. Shireman snuck up. Talk, communicate. As Duke coach John Shire says, got to be a loud gym, particularly when 19,000 Boston fans are making it even more difficult. But seriously, you got to yell. So the Sixers are able to get it, though. Embiid, Brown leaning on him. And now Joel with it. Bad pass, but it goes to George. And George has it knocked away. Again, it goes to Embiid. Embiid against Jaylen Brown. To the left of the lane. Right-hand dribble. Brown holding him. Turning Joel to VJ. Now to Maxey over Hugo for three. Got it. Tyrese Maxey. Only 1 3-point attempt in the first half. He's got 2 threes now. The Sixers, actually 3 threes. The Sixers defending. Here's Shireman for three. No. Tip out, rebound. Derek White, but VJ tips it. White gets it back. Pritchard has it. 6:50 to go. Sixers lead by 10. Pritchard off a low drive. What else? Into the corner. Gonzalez for three. No good. Shireman with another rebound. Back out top, Brown. 3-ball. That's good. Bottom. 3 by Jaylen Brown. Baylor Shireman is flying around getting the rebounds. And Jaylen Brown knocking down a 3. 68-61. The crowd revved up. Oubre with it to VJ. Sixers on the perimeter. Now to Embiid to the left of the lane against Jaylen Brown. 1-on-1, Embiid lowers the ball. Brown swiping at it. Joel still swiping. And now backing, turning into the lane. Jump hook, got it. And Joel Embiid talking smack with Jaylen Brown. Oh, yeah, it's on, baby. Here's Brown on a drive. Into the lane on Oubre. Whistle, foul. He's going to the line. Oh, yeah, they're still talking to one another. Embiid like a bobblehead as Jaylen Brown will go to the line. There's so many questions. And the Joe Mazulla press conference experience, his pregame press conference is the over-unders about 2 minutes. He might have gone slightly over today with the Tatum questions, but there's so many curiosities, like with Jaylen Brown guarding Joel, all the Shireman starting, Harper starting, and on and on and on. It's like they're trying to get Hugo Gonzalez playoff minutes and not win the NBA playoff series with Philadelphia. I'm not saying that, but here's Hauser coming into the game. He didn't start. Hauser comes in. Joel has to wipe his face off as Jaylen Brown is at the line. Just about 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. 70-62, the Sixers with a lead. Sixers shot 65% in the opening quarter, had 32 points. But then Boston had a 17-4 run early in the second. Sixers muster only 23 points, but lead at intermission by 5. Now we've played half of the third quarter. Jaylen Brown and Derek White are leading them. They've combined for 40. Brown making the free throws. He's perfect from the line. Sixers ball leading by 7. Grimes is in. Here's Joel, and he throws one off the glass and a foul. It was Gonzalez again with the defense. The 6'6", 20-year-old rookie from Spain. Help came in the form of Derek White. On an angle, he raced down there. Embiid was down low left. And a foul on Boston. And that's going to be on Gonzalez. His 4th, team 3rd. Embiid will go to the line. So again, with the coverage like you would say, oh, Garza's got foul to give. Gonzalez, well, okay, take those fouls, but you're going to push the Sixers into the bonus. And again, that's their third team foul. Here's Embiid, the line, wiping the perspiration off with the front of his jersey. It's white with the block letters in blue, trimmed in red, P-H-I-L-A, Phila. Stars on the side. Sixers, Celtics. Here in Boston, Joel getting the free throw up and good. What a difference since Embiid has rejoined the team. Oh, Brown and Embiid. And again, talking. The referees have to come in. Maxey being a little bit of a peacemaker. And James Capers, the crew chief, coming over to Brown. Brown kind of shrugging his shoulders as if, what do you want me to do or say? It's good officiating because you don't want the chatter to rise to in any way become like where they get agitated and it turns into a physical situation. And again, the crowd chanting the derisive chant toward Joel. Brown switches spots with Hauser along the right side of the lane, so he's not as close to Joel. Embiid with a second free throw coming up. Sixers by 8. 5:52 to go in the third, and he makes them both. And Embiid with emotion with his palms down to the Boston crowd like, settle down. I got this. Embiid with 25. Sixers by 9. Boston ball. Third quarter. Brown out top getting a high screen by Hauser. He shoots a long one, and it's off the rim. The rebound, Quentin Grimes. Jaylen Brown trying to take matters in his own hands. Sixers with a huge opportunity. Maxey on a drive into the lane. Underhand scoop. No. Joel with the rebound. Put back good. Embiid is dominating down low against Boston. Sixers by 11. And Joel with 27 plus 10 rebounds. Need a stop. Pritchard with it. Right side White. It's Gonzalez on a handoff to Brown. And the ball's loose. Paul George trying to strip it from Brown. Brown gets it back. Drives it into the lane. Joel swings at it. Ball loose. Brown is denied. Sixers ball. PG with it across midcourt to Joel. And to the right side grabs. He fakes. Down to BJ. BJ goes up. Scoop layup. No good. Embiid battles. Ball loose. Pritchard has it. BJ got hit in the face. Derek White to the left corner. Hugo Gonzalez open baseline three. Rimming no. Rebound Maxey. Tyrese 7 rebounds. Sixers dodge one after Gonzalez misses the open three. And Nick Nurse taking timeout. Sixers by 11. 4:47 to go in the third quarter. Philadelphia 74. The Boston Celtics 63. Game 7 rolls on. Back to Beantown after this.
I need a little range, step to the range, come on, meet me at the
Introducing the new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club Sandwich. With that juicy Chick-fil-A chicken on a buttermilk ranch bun, jalapeno ranch sauce, and pickled jalapenos, it's a little ranch with a lot of kick. The new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club with original spicy or grilled filet. Available for a limited time only. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Since 1904, every great Philly sandwich has started the same way, on an Amoroso's roll, baked fresh every single day. From legendary shops to courtside cravings and post-game celebrations, Amoroso's is the MVP. Make your watch party a slam dunk and grab a pack of Amoroso's rolls at your favorite supermarket. Because the best sandwiches don't just happen, they start with Amoroso's, an official partner of the Philadelphia 76ers. Why Philly sandwiches are world famous.
Mutual, we love helping people with things like customizing car insurance, just like how we customize a song for you. Catered country tune, Liberty Mutual, saving you bucks by protecting your truck. 'Cause Birdie told me to only pay for what I need. Thank you, Limu. I'll always trust a Limu with Liberty, 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 Liberty.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams sale and get 30% off duration, woodscapes, and super deck products May 1st through the 11th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Hey, it's Joe Conklin, excited about the Philadelphia 76ers this season with Parks Casino, the #1 casino in Pennsylvania and the official local casino partner of your Philadelphia 76ers. Two of the best brands in the region join together to bring fans what they love most, wins. Looking for the perfect game day destination? Visit Parks Casino's Liberty Bell Gastropub or Beer Garden to watch your teams all season long. Visit parkscasino.com. This is how you win. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The Sixers have made 7 more field goals than Boston. They're 30 of 58, just shy of 52% from the field, whereas Boston is 23 of 59. Now, they've made 2 more threes, but the difference favoring the Sixers 74-63. From tip-off to the final buzzer, NJM Insurance is here for the long game. Get your quote today at njm.com. Along with engineer Bruce Lane, Tom McGinnis with the call. We're live at TD Garden, atop North Station here in Boston, Massachusetts. Game 7, Sixers trying to advance to meet the New York Knicks. Queta has returned. Andre Drummond's in for the Sixers as Paul George, the play is called for him. He gets the ball out top. 4:40 in the third, Sixers 74-63. George out top to Maxey. Maxey 2 threes in the quarter, floats it up and good on the run. So George was cut off along the right baseline. He throws it out top, and Maxey with a floater. Tyrese now with 18 points, 7 boards, 7 assists. Boston with Hauser, deep 3 is in the air and good. Sam Hauser, his second 3. And again, he is locked and loaded on the catch. And with that, Boston now 10 threes. They've made it a 10-point game. Maxey with it, Sixers in white, Grimes in one quarter, George in the other. Drummond poised the screen, out top, VJ Edgecombe and Maxey exchange it. VJ Max as they're called. Here's VJ hanging on Hauser. Rimming no, Drummond tips it, loose ball. Shireman picks it up, his 6th rebound. Boston with 27 rebounds, Sixers 1 more. Pritchard with it, so effective in the first half with 7 assists. He dribbles, he drives, he stops, he starts. Into the lane, keeps it, comes out the near side. He's on the wing. To Derek White, 6 to shoot. Boston with Pritchard back on the drive. Pritchard with 3. Fading from the left side. Shot no. Ball loose. Grimes has it. Sixers advance it into the front court. Grimes against Hauser. Back to a trailing George. 3:23 to go in the third. Sixers by 10. 76-66. A shot by George is good. The birthday guy puts it in. Over Hauser on the left wing. He's so great off the dribble. He rises for his 3rd trade. He's got 13. Sixers by 13. Boston spinning Derek White. White down the lane. Cross court, right corner. The left-handed Shireman, no good. Rebound George, under 3 to go. Man, this is a huge trip for the Sixers. They can extend the lead to 15 or 16. Maxey drives on Shireman, hangs, fires, and it's good. He gets to his spot. 15-footer, up and good. 81-66. Celtics with Queta. Looking, searching, finds Pritchard. Pritchard for 3. Wide to the right, Grimes with it. Another golden opportunity. Sixers in the midst of an 11-3 run. Grimes spinning away from Pritchard. Down the lane, kick out near corner drum. To VJ, he fakes, he shoots, 3-pointer, good. VJ Edgecombe puts it in. The Sixers lead Boston 84-66. Edgecombe knocking down a 3. The Sixers now lead 84-66, a 14-3 run. Edgecombe with 4 threes. Timeout, Joe Mazulla. We're back in a minute on the Sixers Radio Network.
Hey, Sixers fans, not every injury happens on the court. Car wrecks, hospital mistakes, slip and falls. When you're hurt, you need more than a quick sub off the bench. You need America's largest injury law firm. There's a reason Morgan & Morgan has over 1,000 lawyers and 100 offices nationwide. A reason we've recovered more than $30 billion for people just like you. And a reason we never charge a dime unless we win. Morgan & Morgan, official personal injury law firm of the Philadelphia 76ers. Injured? Just dial #law. Morgan & Morgan, 2005 Market Street, Philadelphia, PA. PA lawyer will handle PA cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Hey, Sixers fans, ready to get in the game? If so, the PA Lottery is here to add even more excitement to gameplay you already know and love. Play to win with games like Scratch-Offs, draw games like Powerball and Mega Millions, and lottery online, including e-instants, right from your phone or tablet. Now that's a real slam dunk. Visit PALottery.com or download the PA Lottery app today and take your shot at fun and prizes. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
VJ Edgecombe knocking down a three. Embiid on the bench during the Sixers offensive surge. Maxey and Edgecombe now a combined 38. Embiid's got 27. Paul George 13. The big four for the Sixers coming up large. Embiid with a wrap around his body. Remember, he's 3 weeks removed from having his appendix taken out. And had an oblique strain before that. Here's Derek White with their first shot. That's no good, but they get the rebound. And Hauser lays it in. Ball came off. Maxey and Edgecombe are there. And Andre Drummond as well. And Sam Hauser ended up with it. Hauser 3 for 3. They have 4 double-figure scores, led by Jaylen Brown with 21. And he is back in the game. And Boston looks like they might be playing zone. First time we've seen this. Miami's used it to an effective advantage against the Sixers in games past. Here's George for 3. That's no good. Made threes would be a zone buster, but George missed that from the right perimeter. Here's Jaylen Brown. Out top Pritchard. Sixers by 16, 84-68. Derek White for 3, no good. And George scurrying to the rebound, collides with Maxey. Only the second rebound for the veteran Paul George in his second year here with Philadelphia. 1:15 to go, third quarter. Boston in his own with Hauser out top. Derek White and Pritchard near the foul line area. And Maxey dribbling, stopping, shooting. Short, no good. Rebound, Queta. They forced 2 misses since going with this zone defense wrinkled. Here's Brown with it. Down the lane, VJ right there. And Brown stops. VJ goes by, and Brown lays it in. 23 for Jaylen Brown. He makes it a 14-point game. And a delay game, I think, is going to be singled against Boston. So the lead moments ago, 18, is now 14. And we'll see if this zone creates issues for the Sixers. It's certainly something to consider because the Sixers were picking the Celtics apart. Grimes, George, Drummond, Edgecombe, and Maxey. You're the Sixers. You got to use penetration as they just did there with Maxey. Swing the ball side to side. Sixers right now with Maxey way out on the right quadrant with the dribble. Nearing mid-court, he goes to Grimes out on the left perimeter. Grimes drives it, cut off. He goes to BJ. Three-point shot up and good. And BJ Edgecombe with his 5th three, his 21st point. And the Sixers go back in front by 17. 33 seconds to go, third quarter. Brown with it outside right, fakes, leans, tries to draw contact, doesn't, and makes a 3. That's his 3rd 3 in the game. Basket good by Jaylen Brown. Sixers ball, 23 seconds to go in the third. Maxey and Grimes plotting, thinking, methodically trying to attack this zone defense. Maxey standing out top with the ball with his back to midcourt. And now to the left wing with 5 to shoot. Back to Grimes. Grimes drives it into the lane. He goes up for a dunk. No good. Well, that was an aggressive attack. He caught it on the right perimeter. The shot clock was under 2, and he didn't shoot a 3. No, he didn't. He drove right down the causeway looking for a right-hand jam. Got by Derek White. Queta came over, and Queta and Hauser were there. Queta called for the foul. Grimes will go to the line to shoot 2. So the Sixers have 2 bench points. Boston has 28. And the 2 belong to Grimes. He'll try to add to that here with 2 free throws. 7 seconds to go, and the foul shot is good. So the Sixers making that 3 with Edgecombe, and now the Grimes free throw. 4 possessions where Boston has gone zone. If he makes his free throw, Grimes, who's number 5, will get the 5th point for the Sixers. And B getting stretched out on the Sixers sideline by athletic trainer Pascal Guerrero, and Grimes can't get the foul shot to go. Hauser to White, 3 seconds, third quarter. Derek White drives it, stops, shoots, and makes it at the buzzer. So after 3, it's a 13-point Sixers lead. Derek White with the basket. He's got 21. It's 88-75 as he makes it with time running out.
On the floor, successful 2-point field goal.
They're going to check it out, but I just watched it. They're going to count it. Derek White makes it a 13-point game. We go to the fourth. 12 minutes to determine who goes home and who advances to take on the New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference semifinals. Our action continues on the Sixers Radio Network.
Do you have a special cause, event, or business that you want to promote? One of the best ways to get the word out is by printing your logo or design on t-shirts, hoodies, polos, hats, and more. Rush Order Tees, the official partner of the Sixers, is headquartered right here in Philadelphia and ready to help. Whether you need 1 or 1,000, screen printed or embroidered, Rush Order Tees delivers your design on your deadline. The Sixers trust our printing. You can too. Just go to rushordertees.com. That's rushordertees.com.
Dear Savvy, Toyota says you can have it all. With the Camry, the Corolla, and the Corolla Cross. You've got the tech, you've got the drive, and you've got Toyota value that spells affordable. You ready? Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
History's masterpieces wouldn't be the same without their most notable accents. Neither would the Kia Sportage without its multiple drive modes. The Kia Sorento without its expansive 12.3-inch panoramic display. Or the Kia Telluride without its 3 rows of spacious seating. The Kia SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
I need a little range, step to the range.
There's a new flavor in town, the Jalapeno Ranch Club at Chick-fil-A. With that juicy Chick-fil-A original spicy or grilled chicken, a buttermilk ranch bun, candied bacon, pepper jack cheese, and jalapeno ranch sauce. It's got big ranch vibes with a little heat. Chick-fil-A's new Jalapeno Ranch Club. Available for a limited time only. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Dear Savvy, Toyota says you can have it all. With the Camry, the Corolla, and the Corolla Cross. You've got the tech, you've got the drive, and you've got Toyota value that spells affordable. You ready? Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Joel Embiid played just over 7 minutes in the third quarter, and he is back now. He has 27 points and 10 rebounds. Sixers made 6 threes in the third. Maxey had 12 points in the frame. VJ Edgecombe now with 21 points. He had 9 in the third quarter. Sixers led by as many as 18. They have the ball underway going left to right, fourth quarter, game 7. Sixers in white. Edgecombe, Grimes, and Maxey exchanging. Oubre is back. Joel out there. Boston stays in a zone defense. Joel has it against Hauser. Down the lane, into the paint. They knock him down. No call. And Cada gets the rebound. Boston going right to left in green. To the left side, Brown. Three-pointer in the air. Rimmy no. And Grimes with a rebound. 33-32 on the glass. Sixers. Maxey with it. Here's Tyrese out top. 88-75. 40 seconds gone by fourth quarter. Game 7. Sixers trying to advance. Embiid across to VJ. VJ another 3. It's up. Rimming out. No good. Sixers have missed 2 to start the final frame. 55 seconds gone by. Jaylen Brown with the ball. Hauser for 3. Up and good. Man, his rotation, his release, textbook perfect. And Sam Hauser, high-arcing 3. He's made 3 in as many tries. 10-point game. 19,100 plus. Chanting defense in unison. Sixers ball. Grimes with it to Joel. Joel at the top of the key. And now to the left elbow against White. White chops at it. Joel gets it back. Shot clock at 3. And B with an up fake. He's got to shoot it. And White got it. And Boston steals the ball. Derek White got it away from Embiid. White on a drive. White down the lane. Layup up and good. 8-point game. The defense, the breakout, a right to left drive, and Derek White with 23. And the crowd in a frenzy here in Boston. They stay zone. It's created a little bit of havoc for the Sixers. Maxey out to the left side, Grimes. Into the lane, Kelly. Oubre going left to right. Foul on Jaylen Brown. His first foul in the game. So that's one way to attack. You got a cut and a slash through the zone by Oubre. He started outside right by the Boston bench on an angle, went into there right to left. Good feed by Grimes, and Oubre's now got to make 2 free throws, his first 2 of the game. He's only taken 3 threes. He's missed them. He's 2 for 6. He got 2 early dunks. And the lefty who grew up in New Orleans and moved to Houston during Hurricane Katrina, played at Kansas, Kelly Oubre, having an outstanding season for the Sixers. 6'8", 230, 30 years old. Shot 67% during the season against the Celtics, and he makes 2 free throws here. Oubre makes it 90-80, 10-10 to go. Derek White lets it roll, picks it up. BJ with the defense. Out top to Keita, who's looking to transfer it outside right to Brown. 10 minutes to go in the game. Hauser gets it back. A 3 way wide to the left. Keita with a rebound. He had inside position, and he lays it up left to right, down low on Joel. The shot, though, was so off, Keita was able to get it. And Keita is now, for Boston, 6 for 6. 8-point game. Sixers ball. BJ, 3 from out top. No good. Keita with the rebound. And that's his 9th rebound. Boston ball. They're down 8. 9.5 to go. Maxey tries to swat it away, and they call a foul. That'll be his 4th. Brown was receiving the ball on the left wing by the Sixers bench. He went up to get it. Maxey made a calculated gamble to go get it, and he fouled. First on the Sixers in the 4th. That'll bring Paul George into the game. Let's see who he checks in for, and it'll be Grimes. So the Sixers with their starters out there. It's Maxey. Oh, no, it is VJ. Oubre stays in. Grimes, George, Maxey, and Embiid. Joel leaning over, holding his basketball playing shorts, leaning on his knees, catching his breath momentarily. Celtics with the chant, "Let's go Celtics," ringing down. They go into the lane. Brown down low. He banks it up and good. Good feed from the right perimeter by Derek White. Jaylen Brown catches and scores on Kelly Oubre. White with the assist. Timeout Sixers. It's a 6-point game. 9:22 to go. And a wild finish. Our Toyota RAV4 fourth quarter continues. Sixers lead by 6, but again, they led by 18 halfway through the 3rd. Nick Nurse, timeout, Philadelphia. We'll return on the 76ers Radio Network.
Since 1904, every great Philly sandwich has started the same way, on an Amoroso's roll, baked fresh every single day. From legendary shops to courtside cravings and post-game celebrations, Amoroso's is the MVP. Make your watch party a slam dunk and grab a pack of Amoroso's rolls at your favorite supermarket. Because the best sandwiches don't just happen, they start with Amoroso's, an official partner of the Philadelphia 76ers. Why Philly sandwiches are world famous.
Hey, Sixers fans, ready to get in the game? If so, the PA Lottery is here to add even more excitement to gameplay you already know and love. Play to win with games like Scratch-Offs, draw games like Powerball and Mega Millions, and Lottery Online including e-instants right from your phone or tablet. Now that's a real slam dunk. Visit PALottery.com or download the PA Lottery app today and take your shot at fun and prizes. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The 76ers postseason is here, and it starts in South Philadelphia. Be there at Xfinity Mobile Arena to be part of the best home court advantage in the NBA. Lock in your seats now for all 76er postseason games on Ticketmaster.com and get ready for action-packed postseason basketball.
Dear Savvy, Toyota says you can have it all. With the Camry, the Corolla, and the Corolla Cross. You've got the tech, you've got the drive, and you've got Toyota value that spells affordable. You ready? Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
History's masterpieces wouldn't be the same without their most notable accents. Neither would the Kia Sportage without its multiple drive modes. The Kia Sorento without its expansive 12.3-inch panoramic display. Or the Kia Telluride without its 3 rows of spacious seating. The Kia SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
The 76ers lead 90-84, but Boston has scored 9 of the first 11 points here in this fourth quarter. A Boston zone has been a factor. Maxey has 4 fouls. Sixers call timeout. They'll inbound the ball. They're going to go left to right. And they get a sellout crowd, 19,156, and it is loud. This RAV fourth quarter is brought to you by Toyota. Visit Toyota.com to find your Toyota RAV4 today. Toyota, let's go Sixers. Maxey with Oubre, Embiid, Grimes, and George. Edgecombe's out. He's got 21 points. Sixers with Maxey to the near corner. Oubre. Keita guards Embiid. Embiid at the right elbow. 9 to shoot. 9:09 to go. Joel with a jab step. Up fake. Jumper. 17-footer. Got it. Joel Embiid. 11 field goals. 29 points. And he measured Keita and shot it over the top of him. Brown knocks down George. Whistle. And a foul. It's going to be a blocking call on Paul George. That's his second. Jaylen Brown on the drive knocked him down. Brown has been called for a number of offensive fouls in the series. He is down right now holding his left knee. He's to the right of the stanchion at the far end of the court where Boston is playing offense. And Jaylen Brown is not getting up. Keita
under review to see if it meets the criteria for a hostile act.
Hauser and White, and now they help him upright. Maxey goes over to check on Jaylen Brown, and Brown flexing the left knee. That was James Capers, the crew chief, saying they're going to see if it's a hostile act. That I did not see, but we'll check it out on the replay as Jaylen Brown walking gingerly off to the near sideline where their athletic trainer and their coach Joe Mazulla getting ready to chat with him. And Jaylen Brown turning and talking to Kelly Oubre. He does not go to the Boston bench. There was just a Jumbotron replay on the big scoreboard, and we'll see. We did not catch that. James Capers with Tyler Ford. Oh, it would be on Embiid. If in fact there is a hostile act, it would be on Embiid. There's only one referee in the replay center tonight. It's Natalie Sago. There's only one game going on right now. And we have just under 9 minutes to go in this game with the Sixers and the Celtics, with Philadelphia up by 8. So after the drive, Jaylen Brown went in there. It wasn't on the block charge scenario with Paul George. Here's another, as Jaylen Brown kept on driving, Joel went up. I see after the whistle, and B went up to contest, and it collided with Jaylen Brown. That's what the question. Here's Capers to the microphone. James Capers, the crew chief.
Upon review, following the blocking foul on George, we have contact who is deemed to be hostile by MB. We have a technical foul. We will shoot one free throw, any player in the game, and then Boston will get the ball out, side out, with 19 on the clock.
So Embiid called for a technical foul, unnecessary contact. There's Jaylen Brown driving it. This is not exactly what happened, but it kind of would fall as the crowd reacting to Embiid being called for a technical. It's Pritchard that will shoot the tee. But sometimes after a whistle, players will shoot a shot. And like Ben Simmons used to do this with the Sixers, Pritchard making the free throw to make it 92-85, where they swat the shot like nothing's going in on my watch kind of deal. Well, Embiid challenged that. That was a drive, though, by Brown. He got called for a tee. Foul on George. Boston has it. 7-point game, 8:50 to go. Celtics trying to tighten the gap. Derek White guarded by Grimes. Now Embiid on White. White drives it baseline right, knocks over Oubre. No call. Into Queta. He puts it up and in, and a foul. Kelly Oubre got knocked into suburban Wellesley, and no call. And then Queta got it and put it in with a jump hook, and a foul on the Sixers. Derek White drove. Oubre was there, got knocked down, no call. The pass, I mentioned Queta. He scores it. He's 7 for 7. He had 27 and 17 in a March game for Boston here against the Sixers, and he's a huge factor now. So they just got 4 points, and it's a 4-point game. 8.5 to go. Deafening roar from the crowd. Sixers ball. Embiid pushed by Jaylen Brown, and that's a foul. Brown saying, "How dare you?" No, that's what I'm saying. He pushed him, and he turned to the referee like, what? He shoved Embiid down. That's a foul. That's his second. He had 4. Oh, now he's trying to get underneath Embiid. The ball goes out of bounds as Maxey was trying to beat Embiid. Queta is down low. He's ready to give help. And now Queta will guard Embiid. And he's shoving Joel. 9 to shoot. Sixers need a hoop. The lead has shrunk to 4, and it was 18. Grimes doesn't know where to go. He feeds Joel. 3 to shoot. Embiid with 2. Turns. Baseline shot. Rimming. No. Boston ball. Jaylen Brown with a defensive rebound. Celtics going right to left. 8:08 to go. Brown with a dribble. Brown pushing off. Spins back out to Derek White. Celtics with White against Grimes. Now Queta to Jaylen Brown. Brown driving on George. Off balance. Leans. Puts it up good, and a foul. He can pull Boston to within 1. Jaylen Brown to the left of the lane, leaning in, getting the shot, and a foul on George. 3rd on George, 4th on the Sixers. Brown with a defensive rebound, a bucket at the offensive end, and a free throw that it would give him 31 and make it 92-91. Under 8 minutes to go. The season is on the line. Winner advancing. The team that loses will go home. Brown makes the free throw. Queta knocks down Embiid. The foul shot by Brown went in. Nehemias Queta went across the lead and banged into Joel, and Embiid is limping. 7:50 to go in the game. Sixers by 1. Crowd roaring here in Boston. Grimes with it. Grimes on the left side, fakes, back to Joel. Embiid measures, shoots, 3 ball, bang, it's good. And once again, emotions in the crowd. Quiet down. Sixers by 4. Embiid's first 3. Derek White with it for Boston. Drives on Maxey into the lane. Down low, covered by Embiid and Maxey. Derek White puts it up, blocked by Tyrese. Embiid with it, and White fouls him. So Joel Embiid making a 3 at the offensive end, 32 points. Maxey and Embiid sandwich Derek White. Tyrese blocking and not fouling. And then Embiid gathered in the rebound, and Derek White fouled him right underneath the basket. Sixers ball. Edgecombe coming back in. Grimes goes out. Boston, to the best of our knowledge, is not playing zone. They had a 9-2 start to begin the 4th. 7:17 to go. Brown pushing Joel. He's banging into him. Embiid doesn't even have the ball. And now Joel gets it. He goes up. Brown knocks into him. And Brown talking smack. Embiid missed the shot. 95-91 Sixers. Brown against Kelly Oubre. 7 minutes to go. Jaylen Brown dribbles to the right. Bounces back to Queta. Queta loses the ball. Gains it back. Twists. 6 to shoot. Fakes. Fade away. Up. No good. Rebound. BJ Edgecombe. Sixers ball. Philadelphia by 4. 6:45 to go. Tyrese Maxey with it out top. Trying to bring calm to the Sixers offense. He's going to get going, though. He drives to the left. Maxey outside to Embiid. Embiid out top. 9 to shoot. Dribbling. Hands off to George. George back to Joel. Embiid shooting another 3. It's up. Off the rim. No good. Boston rebound. Jaylen Brown tracks it down. 6:25 to go in the game. Sixers by 4. Celtics ball. Brown a high screen. Drives it to the right. Brown stops. Almost traveled. And he did. He walked with the game and the big guts of the game. He traveled. Sixers ball. He was hesitant after he came off the Derek White screen. And he walked as he picked up his dribble. Turnover, only 5 turnovers on Boston. The Sixers have 8. 95-91, halfway through the 4th. Sixers with the ball up by 4. A basket here would Loom large. George, quick turn, shot on Hauser. No good, way short. Paul George, not enough on it. Here comes Brown, picked up by VJ. Jaylen Brown to the left, off balance, into the lane, kick to the corner, Hauser. Up top, Derek White, he fakes, he dribbles, three-pointer en route, it's good. Derek White scores it for Boston. A 1-point game. White getting the three-pointer, his 5th tray. He's got 26, 95-94 Sixers. 5:40 to go, Maxey with the ball. Half court, Philadelphia with Maxey out near the center court logo of the Celtics. Still dribbling, Jaylen Brown with him. Maxey out top with the ball. Sixers got to get going. 11 to shoot. Maxey with Hauser. Maxey backs up. 8 to shoot. Maxey drives it into the lane. They converge. Scoop layup, no good. Whistle, foul. End of the play. 3 Celtics converged on Maxey. He's somehow withered and kind of squirmed in there. Shot it, but missed it. And now he's going to the line. Getting by Hauser. Drove it. Keita came over. Oh, not a lot of contact. Mazulla may challenge this. They are. 5:20 to go. First challenge for Boston. Sixers have one left. Maxey was driving. The foul was called. It was on Keita.
Boston is challenging the ruling of a defensive foul.
Might have got him on the wrist. And now, from the bench, Emil Jefferson, one of the coaches, a Philadelphia native, says don't challenge. It's too late. Timeout, 5:20. Boston with a botched challenge will come back. 5:20 to go. Sixers clinging to a 1-point lead. Maxey would be going to the line. Oh man, Game 7 continues after this.
Excuse me. How do you make it look so easy on the court and get so many back-to-back wins?
Well, it comes down to court domination. I mean, with over 1,000 lawyers nationwide and $30 billion recovered, yet nobody works harder than Morgan & Morgan in the paint to get the wins. Yet no more questions.
Injured? Dial Pound Law. Morgan & Morgan, official personal injury law firm of the Philadelphia 76ers. Morgan & Morgan, 2005 Market Street, Philadelphia, PA. Pennsylvania lawyer will handle Pennsylvania cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
If you dread dealing with your insurance company more than you dread sitting in front of a loudmouth at a Sixers game.
Defense! Defense!
Who's rooting for the other team.
Boo!
And just spilled melted cheese down your back.
Oh, my bad.
Then you might have Insuranoia. And if you have Insuranoia, then you should have NJM. They go to great lengths to do what's best for their policyholders. NJM, official partner of the Philadelphia 76ers. Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
Do you have a special cause, event, or business that you want to promote? One of the best ways to get the word out is by printing your logo or design on t-shirts, hoodies, polos, hats, and more. Rush Order Tees, the official partner of the Sixers, is headquartered right here in Philadelphia and ready to help. Whether you need 1 or 1,000, screen printed or embroidered, Rush Order Tees delivers your design on your deadline. The Sixers trust our printing. You can too. Just go to rushordertees.com. That's rushordertees.com.
Dear Savvy, Toyota says you can have it all. With the Camry, the Corolla, and the Corolla Cross. You've got the tech, you've got the drive, and you've got Toyota value that spells affordable. You ready? Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
She was the sister who went unnoticed.
A daffodil might look plain next to a lily, but on its own there is much to be admired.
Now, her greatest chapter is yet to come.
The most important thing is to be yourself.
From the world of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice comes a new BritBox original drama.
Mary, you will flourish.
Based on the best-selling novel, The Other Bennett Sister, now streaming only on BritBox. Watch with a free trial at BritBox.com.
You're listening to the Sixers Radio Network.
Unsuccessful challenge. Nemias Keita called for a foul. Tyrese Maxey going to the line. Sixers leading by a point. 5:20 to go. Keep up with the Sixers during this postseason wherever you are with the Sixers official mobile app sponsored by NJM Insurance Group. Here's Tyrese to the line, shooting 2. Foul line right, 5:20 to go. Maxi's free throw is good. His first free throw of the game. VJ and Paul George have shot none. Sixers are 11 of 14, as are the Celtics. Sixers led by 18. If Maxi makes his free throw, they'll rebuild a 3-point lead. Tyrese shrugging the shoulders, spinning the ball up, and it's good. So Maxi with 22.7 rebounds and 7 assists. He's never had a playoff triple-double. He'll take the W. Sixers defending Derek White, Hauser, Keita, Brown, and Pritchard. 5:11 to go. Jaylen Brown guarded by Paul George. Outside left, Hauser with a screen. 12 to shoot. Sixers by 3. Off a switch, Maxi has Brown. Here's Jaylen Brown faking, shooting, shot up and good. A 15-footer. Whomever Maxi's guarding, they're bringing that player up the screen so that Maxi has to switch onto Brown. Maxi's got 4 fouls. Brown scores it. He's got 33. 1-point game. 4:45 to go. Brown pushing Embiid. Embiid catches the ball and a foul. He had by the jersey, and Brown falls down. And now Boston over the limit. So big guys talk about during the early work, and that is, rooting a player off the block down low, not allowing them to establish close in position. By back in the day, you could lift your knee up off the floor and kind of bore it into the back of a player. Here, Jaylen Brown was shoving him and got called for it before Joel even caught it. So the Sixers can add to their lead with free throws. Embiid is 7 of 9. He dribbles it once. He bends his knee. The free throw is up and good. 4:45 to go. Maxi made a pair. Now with Joel Embiid shooting 1, he'll get another. Sixers up 2, 98-96. Brown and Derek White have been the go-to guys for Boston. 33 for Brown, 26 for Derek White. Joel blowing on his hands. And again, 1 dribble. And now the free throw from the foul line to the right by the Boston bench, and good. Embiid, 35 points in the game. 34 points. And Boston with it, half court, 99-96 Sixers. 4:40 to go. Brown gets it against Paul George. And now out top, Derek White, quick shot for 3. Wide to the left, long rebound, BJ. Derek White went for the quick strike and missed. 4.5 to go, up 3. Major opportunity. Keita guards Embiid. Joel with the ball. To the left of the lane. Hauser ready to double. Embiid still holding. He's yet to dribble. 8 to shoot. He motions. Cross court VJ. VJ to George. 6 to shoot. Maxi driving. Cut off by Derek White. Maxi to the left wing. 2 to shoot. Maxi with a layup. It's up. He missed it. VJ trying to get the rebound. Whistle. Loose ball foul. No, he got it on the rim. So basket interference by Edgecombe. Maxi burst free. He was a little off balance, though, and the ball did not go. He missed the layup. Maxi, 9 of 16. 4:08 to go. Derek White just took a 3 for Boston and missed. The officials walk out onto the court, and now I think Nick Nurse wants to challenge this. Sixers took an early challenge on a ball that was clearly off of Boston. They had to burn a challenge. Nick Nurse trying to signal he wants this to be a challenge. It may not be challengeable. James Capers pointing to the Sixers bench, and they are going to get a challenge.
Ruling of basket interference on the play.
So, did the ball come off, or did VJ Edgecombe touch it while it was still on the rim? That's what it's at issue here with 4:08 to go. And we just watched the replay, at least from the back angle. You can't tell. And we'll take a quick 1 minute out with 4:08 to go in the game. 99-96 Sixers. Back in a minute.
I need a little range, step to the range, come on, meet me at the range.
Introducing the new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club Sandwich. With that juicy Chick-fil-A chicken on a buttermilk ranch bun, jalapeno ranch sauce, and pickled jalapenos, it's a little ranch with a lot of kick. The new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club with original spicy or grilled filet. Available for a limited time only. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Dear Savvy, Toyota says you can have it all. With the Camry, the Corolla, and the Corolla Cross. You've got the tech, you've got the drive, and you've got Toyota value that spells affordable. You ready? Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Unsuccessful challenge. The ball was still on the cylinder when VJ Edgecombe touched it. Sixers out of challenges. Boston ball, 99-96. They've outscored the Sixers 21-11 in the fourth. 4 minutes to go in the game. Game 7 live from Boston. The Celtics with the ball. Derek White on the drive. Down low to Jaylen Brown against Kelly Oubre. Brown backing, turning, cross court. Derek White. White rising, three-pointer, ribbing no. Cato with the rebound. Foul on Embiid. Joel Embiid with his second foul. Sixers over the limit. Cato will go to the line. Boston in the bonus. Cato 1 for 1. So Derek White missed, but the long rebound led to a Cato rebound, and Joel collided with him. Cato to the line for Boston. Celtics trail by 3, 99-96. And Cato in his 7th game is 12 for 16 in the series coming in. Here's the free throw, up and good. And in this game, he's 2 for 2 from the line. He'll shoot another free throw. He's made it a 99-97 game. And he shoots the free throws, foul on net. Boston at 80% of the game, 12 of 15. 3:49 to go. Cato, the right-hand free throw. Foul line left by the Sixers bench, and that's in. So it's been a battle of free throws of late. 3:45 to go. Brown again pushing on Joel Embiid. Sixers by 1. Embiid has the ball. Left of the lane, back to the basket. Right-hand dribble, single coverage. Here comes a jump hook. Rimming no. Cato with the rebound. He came over to give help, but not all the way. Embiid missed a jump hook from 6 feet. Boston has the ball. 3.5 to go. The Celtics can take the lead. Derek White to Brown. Brown out top. 3-point shot in the air. No good. Max with the rebound. Brown 3 of 8 from 3. The crowd gasping as he missed. 3:11 to go. Every trip here is paramount. 99-98 Sixers. 9 to shoot. Maxey out top. Driving it to the near corner. Embiid for 3. It's up. Rimming no. Cato with a rebound is 11. Boston ball. Under 3 minutes to go. Celtics down 1. Half court. Derek White to Brown against VJ Edgecombe. He turns, he drives, he hangs, he shoots. It's up, no good. Rebound loose. Oubre gets it. Sixers ball. A 2-point shot by Jaylen Brown, no good. 2:40 to go. Sixers need a field goal. Maxey outside left. George with the screen. Maxey right-hand dribble, top of the 3-point arc. 7 on the clock. George gets it. He's on the left. Drives, goes in, lays it up. Brown blocks it. Paul George to 9. Boston ball. Jaylen Brown has it. Brown to the left corner. Pritchard for 3. It's up, short. Rebound. George collides with Oubre, but George gets it. Sixers get the rebound. Pritchard was wide open. 2:09 to go. Sixers lead by 1 with the ball. Got to get into this sequence. They went to George last time. Here's Maxey. Maxey drives on Cato. Puts it up. Spins it off the glass and in. Maxey, an incredible field goal. Sixers by 3. Down to Hauser. He dropped it. He gets it back, though. Boston with the ball. Hauser almost had a layup, but he almost lost it out of bounds as well. Jaylen Brown with 1:45 to go. Sixers by 3. 100-198. Boston ball. Jaylen Brown with 8 to shoot. Out top against Maxey. Brown with a dribble between the legs on the left side. Hangs. Long 2 in the air. Rimming no. Cato tips it. Embiid has it. Maxey got knocked down. Oh, Joel is limping. Noticeably limping. Embiid limping across midcourt. Sixers get it across with 1:25 to go. Leading by 3. Maxey on the drive. Maxey way out top. Shot clock at 7. Maxey to Oubre. Gets it back. Drives it into a crowd. Puts it up. Layup good. Maxey lays it off the window and in. Back-to-back layup. Sixers by 5. Boston ball. 1:10 to go. Derek White with it. Embiid out top helping to defend. Derek White with it on the left perimeter. 1:05 to go in the game. Sixers by 5. White drives it. Embiid with the defense. White into the corner. Still dribbling. 8 to shoot. To Hauser. He shoots a 3. It's in the air. It's off the rim. Rebound Oubre. Sixers ball. 50 seconds to go. Leading by 5. DJ McClay, their defensive coach, signaling the defense. Maxey with it. 43 seconds to go in game 7. Sixers 103. Boston 98. 6 to shoot. Pritchard guards Maxey. Maxey bump. Maxey drives. Maxey hangs. Fires. No good. Embiid tipped it. Ball loose. Joel bats it. Goes out of bounds. And Boston will get it. A gainful effort by Embiid and Pritchard in the corner. Embiid limping back. 30.5 to go. And Boston with the ball. Both teams 2 timeouts. Neither has a foul to give. Here's Brown for 3. No good. Long rebound. Jaylen Brown gets it to White. It's up. It's no good. Rebound Maxey. 20 seconds to go. And Boston fouls. Jaylen Brown shot at 3. Derek White shot at 3. Derek White into the catcher's crouch. He is winded, gassed, and he is holding his shorts. Maxey with 2 free throws. The crowd is leaving in Boston. So the Sixers with Tyrese Maxey going to the line. He's had 2 crucial late driving layups. Missed the jumper on the last sequence, but now with 2 free throws, up 5, 20 seconds to go, he can seal the deal. Free throw up, good. Sixers leading 104-98, a 6-point lead. That foul moments ago was on Pritchard. So Maxey with the Sixers 6, he can make it a 7-point game. You'd think Boston would take timeout. Second free throw by Maxey is good. And Joe Mazulla signals for a timeout. So as he does that, we are right near the top of the 10 o'clock hour with a 7-point lead and 20.2 to go. The Sixers in position possibly to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. But we'll take a station ID and we'll be right back. So Maxey with the 2 free throws now. 28 points in the game. He's been averaging 26 in the series. Brown leads Boston with 33. Derek White with 26. And no doubt those 2 players, although Shireman is about to come in, Hauser is going to stay in there. He's no doubt a 3-point threat. Hauser in the game with 3 threes. Boston's made 13. The Sixers have made 11. Tom McGinnis back here at TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. Jason Tatum in street clothes on their bench, out with left knee soreness. Celtics have the ball. The Sixers have a 7-point lead with 105. Boston has 98. Shireman will play in. Dominic Barlow comes in for the Sixers. Joel is out. Paul George, Oubre, and Edgecombe. Tyrese will play off the ball. They have Pritchard, Brown, Hauser, and Derek White. Boston in green. Crew chief James Capers hands it to Shireman. Baylor Shireman looking, goes out top to Hauser, quickly turns and shoots a 3, and it's off the rim, no good. Maxey with a rebound, and the Sixers dribble to the cross, and Shireman fouls Tyrese with 15 seconds to go. Maxey, an all-star for the 2nd time this year, and playing like a superstar in this game. Delivering for the Sixers, and with 2 free throws and 15.4 to go, he can ice the game. It's a 7-point lead now as the 76ers in position to finally beat the Boston Celtics. Free throw up is good. Maxey did not have a free throw in the first half. He'd only taken 1 3. He made 2 threes in the 3rd quarter. And now the Sixers up 106-98. The Celtics wondering what could have been as Tatum unable to play in this game. Maxey's 2nd free throw is up and good. It's a 107-98 game. Hauser will play in for Boston. He advances it to Pritchard. Pritchard with 13 seconds driving. Barlow is there. He goes down with a left-hand layup with 10 seconds. It's good. Peyton Pritchard makes it a 7-point game. BJ has it. Sixers fouled. Hauser presses up. What a game by Edgecombe. He started his pro career here in Boston in October. He had 34 points. He's got 21 in this game. He made 5 threes. BJ Edgecombe going to the line for the Sixers. First free throws of the game. A little worrisome, although Embiid on the bench by the Sixers. Looks like he's joking with his teammates. Sixers co-owner David Blitzer down there, and Joel joking with those guys and having a smile. He's been playing Boston throughout his career, and the Sixers are finally going to beat the Boston Celtics. VJ with the free throw up and good, 22 points for him. It's an 8-point game with 8 seconds to go, and the second free throw is also good. Boston will inbound the ball to Pritchard. Final salvo for the Celtics here in Game 7 as Pritchard with an air ball for 3. Rebound Maxey, and that'll do it. The 76ers win Game 7 as Nurse and Mazulla greet one another at center court. Sixers win by the final of 109-100. And they win this game, advancing to the second round against the New York Knicks. Game 1 at Madison Square Garden, 8 o'clock Monday, as the Sixers go from arch rival to arch rival and bridge a future in the NBA playoffs of 2026. Maxey comes over with an embrace for Jason Tatum. The players are exchanging handshakes and well wishes out at center court. What a battle with Philadelphia and Boston. Hockey has its handshake line out at center ice with the two teams meeting one another left to right. Well, in basketball, this is maybe not the tradition of that, but the camaraderie, the brotherhood of these NBA players on full display as Embiid greeting Luka Garza, Drummond making his way over, Paul George visiting with Jason Tatum, as all the players and coaches from both teams out on the court. And the Sixers advancing into the second round with a 9-point win here. And boy, it got close. Jaylen Brown walking away, hands on hips, head down, frustrated. Grimes coming over to meet Jaylen Brown. Here comes Sam Hauser to the Boston locker room. 30 minutes, 11 points, 3 threes for Hauser. Maxey there with Jaylen Brown, and that's a nice embrace. How about Nick Vucevic? He barely played in this game. Did he play? He didn't play. What is up with that? Vucevic right there. Who is back there? All right, so we're going to get a... All right.
Much love, bro. Always.
Okay, Kelly, Tom McGinnis. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations. Your thoughts winning Game 7 here in Boston over the Celtics in an unbelievable game as Joel hugging his son Arthur out at center court. Your thoughts in general, Kelly?
Honestly, a gutsy one, bro. That was hard. You know, we could have folded. We could have, allowed the pressure, the loudness in the building, and everything to get to us. But, we were resilient. We fought to the end, and the result was what we wanted.
Everybody says playoff basketball is different. That fourth quarter certainly would fit that designation, right? I mean, how hard it is to get a basket. It's been said you need a go-to guy. You need go-to plays.
100.
And Maxey and Embiid delivered in that forum down the stretch. Your thought there?
Exactly. Like we said, we had to dig deep. It wasn't easy, but I think everybody pitched in and did what they were supposed to do. So, on to the next though. We definitely wish JT was out there just because
I agree.
He's such a pivotal piece of that team. But at the end of the day, man, we move on. So great series, great battle.
What did you make of Shireman and Harper and Garza starting for Boston?
Joe's a mind. He plays mind games. So
that's what that was, right?
Absolutely. But at the end of the day, man, we just couldn't take them lightly because they did come into our home and they kind of changed the game. Last game at home in Philly. So we definitely knew that they were going to come play super hard. And, we couldn't take them lightly. They're NBA players. We got to respect them. Right. And, I think everybody did a good job of coming out hot, and, starting the game off the right.
So, as you say, it was so loud, 19,156. They were trying to will their Celtics over the finish line, if you will. Mm-hmm. As a player, how do you calm oneself? Because certain times the adrenaline can help you defensively or going for a rebound, but there's other times where you have to have a professional calm to be able to and execute. As a pro athlete in that forum, how do you handle that?
It's about staying even-keeled. Just staying in the middle, not getting too high, not getting too low. When they make their runs and everybody goes, haywire in the building. Yeah. The 10 guys on the court, it's our job to stay locked in and focus on the task at hand. But, I think we did a good job of calming ourselves down. Kyle came in and made sure that we were, level-headed and did everything that we possibly could do to get the win. It was about winning. It wasn't about the crowd. It was about us on the court.
You guys have shown grit. I go back to those practices in September. You decided as a group to not use referees. We're gonna hoop. We're not gonna call fouls. Yep. The toughness, and that's on display in a game like this where it was so physical. You're banging into Jaylen Brown, no
Yep.
call. Like,
Right.
the physicality is something that's been a through line for you guys.
Yeah, man. I'm front line with it. I have to